Hello, you cheeky ducklings, and welcome to the CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open, the number 55. I'm your host, Steelmold, still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. Joined here today by our former champion and hype zerg, it is mLty.
Hello, everyone. I'm mLty, like the thing that you do when you stick something hot and something in ice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really excited for this cast today.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I know you wanted to play, but you didn't quite have your games.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
I kind of forgot that was the thing. Also, like these maps have been around for a while, so we know them very well. Which releases some interesting games, but they have been around for a while.
Yeah. She said you did wake up at 4 a.m. for this, so you know
Yeah,
dedication is there. Just the
exactly.
passion.
Exactly.
Well, the passion is there. The dedication not, because yeah, you didn't play the games, so
Yes.
it's like a mixed blessing.
Yeah, mixed blessing. Pluses and minuses for sure. But I believe we
But
have
the
it. Go on.
the benefit of it is we all get to hear you. Yes,
Yeah.
every day. Um, Still waiting on our players to say that they're ready. We are about to cast Marte versus MarsBar. It's going to be a ZVZ, so good thing I have you here. And also we have,
Yes.
I forgot to introduce, we have Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki on production. The Kuro, the ZVZ enthusiast.
Yeah, ZVZ, it's very fun. It always provides interesting games. There are a lot of different things that can happen in a ZVZ. You got like the 1312s to the various Speedling All-Ins and Lingbane to, Roach Wars or even Mutas. So hoping for a good variety today.
All right, everybody's ready. Let's get right onto it. Our first map is Submarine. Group, you are a host, so feel free to start it up. All right, Marta was preparing coffee. Okay. So
Yeah, perfectly
the thing
normal thing.
is busy. Yeah, caffeine. I- oh no, I know. We have a caffeinated Zerg playing ZVZ. Oh no. You know what that means?
Yeah, hopefully some really impressive micro. But, it is
Link.
Submarine, which is also the smallest map in the pool.
Yep.
So this is going to be
Get
interesting.
ready some Linkbane Wars. Get your pacemakers ready. See, you're not. Lamdui forgot to sign up, and now has nothing to do but to watch. There we go. There's always something to do, even if you don't have the games, even if you miss the sign up. There's always something you can do to participate. All right. Welcome everyone to Submarine LE, where we all live on an LE submarine. LE submarine and LE submarine. LE, of course, just in case you were not aware, stands for lentil elegancy. Lentil elegancy. That's when you have lentils and they're very elegant. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Chile, are Red Zerg representing Mad King? Is that Mad K? I'm not sure. I don't know that clan. They have an octopus for logo. It is Marte. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. No.
Oh no.
Apparently we don't have Marte. We may not have Marte.
Marte might be MIA for just a minute.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Maybe too much
we froze
caffeine.
again?
Someone spilled coffee on the keyboard.
Not like this. Not like this.
No.
Oh no.
Well, it happens. Hashtag internet. Ugh. Then, it's a start for the tournament.
Yeah, definitely a start to the tournament.
Game
Yeah.
paused.
We already have a bit of a
Pause.
development here. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
we should
so
maybe.
Marte is here.
Marte is here.
That's my connection. I was casting the Queen's Gambit on Wednesday with Azilis on the EU server, and I had like 100. No, I had like 1,400 ping at some point.
Oof.
It's like I was skipping frames the entire cast. It was very weird.
Yeah.
But right now I actually have a decent connection. I have like 160 millisecond ping. Anyway, we are back. In the southeast corner of the map, we have Marte.
And
Oh, you're there?
and in the northeast, in the blue, representing the art of warfare. I don't actually remember what country he's from, but it is MarsBar. UK. Thank you.
All right. So I thought we had a bit of a development there because I thought MarsBar was going pool first there, but no, it's just a slightly earlier pool. Frozen again. Oh no. No.
There's okay. We're going, so maybe it's okay. There's always a mini heart attack when I see that frozen screen, just
Yeah.
because.
You're thinking like, please not be me. Please don't let this be me.
Exactly.
Oh, MarsBar! Look at that! Look at that production tab.
Oh, he is spamming links. I wonder if this is the very aggressive build. Since he's pulled all out of gas, and I feel like his drone count is a bit low. He might be doing something very aggressive on 2 bases where he just like gets 1 queen and makes a bajillion speedlings and YOLOs at his opponent.
And he's hiding them at the back. See the 2 Zerglings at the back there, and most of the Zerglings in the main base. Okay, sending 4 Zerglings, making it look normal. Nothing too crazy. Unless Marte was counting out the drones. Oh no. Chilean internet is not it's not smiling on us today.
Yes, we're getting a little bit unlucky here, but hopefully Marte will be able to be back, and there it is.
Yeah. See, it's like not a disconnection. It seems like a network problem. When it's like this, when it's not a complete disconnection and it's just intermittent, it's usually something that's with your original internet. It's a problem. All right, bending nest up for Marte. So if these bendings come out in time, this will be very helpful in dealing with MarsBar's Zerglings. Problem is for MarsBar's, there's no bending nest. So we won't be able to counter this. We're gonna have to rely on micro-controlling these Zerglings and snipe the Banes.
Yeah, but the Lings are getting in. I'm very curious if MarsBar is going to be able to see that the Baneling nest is down, or if he's just going to have to wait and discover it when Banelings run at him, as this is a lot of defensive Lings too.
Yeah. So Marte does have enough to at least delay MarsBar's attack here until the Banelings come out. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's very difficult to micro when the game pauses every minute or so. The one aspect of the game, Linkbane War, is the one place that really needs like high fidelity ping. No, what word am I looking for? High latency, low latency.
Low latency.
High latency, low latency, low latency. Yes, low latency is better than high latency. It's a thing. It's upside down smiley emoji.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh no.
Right.
Well. This is
We may need to restart from replay here. Although it's gonna be rough getting into a replay when you're literally in the middle of a link fight.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. When one of your players disconnects right as a link fight is happening, and we got some, and I feel like it's like an instant chances for both sides since they're just kind of spamming links at each other. But
yeah. So we're trying to figure out with Marte if this is like it's a router issue. There you go. Go back. Oh, I can send them an invite. I can't invite them to the party. I can't. They can't be invited.
That's
They
a
have
bit weird.
not accepting invites for unless we're friends.
Oh, yeah, that's such a weird setting. I
Yeah,
forget that that's on.
Why don't we start with from the replay and then invite Marte in? I think that'll be a little easier.
Hopefully.
Anyway, elsewhere on the bracket, we have some returning players. We have, of course, the defending champion Vavin, the current reigning champion 3 times in a row, working on breaking his own record of 3 wins in a row. It's Vavin, our Polish Protoss. We have his nemesis, the Polish Terran Wojtek, also here on the other side of the bracket. Seems hype if they meet each other in the finals for another epic showdown. And it seems that Blade, Slayer's MVP wins 2-1 versus Blade. That went on quickly. They managed to finish a whole series there.
Yeah, interesting. And they are playing, it looks like, into Wojtek or Wojcio, the Polish Terran, who is very, very good.
Yeah, like I said, Wojtek and Vavin are the favorites right now to be meeting in the finals, as they have done very, very consistently throughout the year. Let's see, Napolo Cochon as well is also a hype player, our French Zerg.
Yes. As Marte is finally back in the party.
Yep, Marte is back. Gonna try and figure out if this is a fixable situation. We also have Red Gunner guys back, our friend from Singapore, facing absolutely nobody. There is nobody on that bracket. I'll never be tired of making a joke like that. This is such a great name. Who are you? Nobody. I am nobody.
Absolutely no one is playing Red Gunner. I wonder if no one will get far and we can make more memes about his name.
Group, do you need me to start the replay as a party leader, or is it something you can do, or what?
I think the party leader needs to start the replay thing. Maybe give it to Kuro, or...
Marte is blaming the hard drive for this. Okay. Replays. Which one was that? No, not that one. Hold on. Need to scroll up. Our game. Oh, sorry, someone declined. There we go. I thought I did something wrong. All right. Go. Everybody's ready? Let's get to it. Do we give how much time do we go back, group? When to go to when the game ended. Hold on, the menu is in the way. 10 seconds. So let's go to 3:22. There we go.
All right, exciting.
All right. So this will be, I think, just before MarsBar went in with the Zerglings. It should be just about that. Why aren't you on Western United States though? No, I didn't get to decide the server. It wasn't me. It's not
Wasn't
my
you?
fault. It's not my fault.
Yeah, we'll hold off on the hashtag blame Steel pitchforks this time around.
I did not decide that. I did not decide that. This is not my decision. All right. Everybody's typing. Hold on. I need to type to everybody. No, I'm not. I'm just the observer. So Krupp still has admin or referee. Make sure everybody's ready.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Marte here, as I'm very excited to see what this how this fight will go, because there are quite a lot of lings for MarsBar.
Okay, Marte is ready. Can go. Okay, so MarsBar is just about coming in. Marte pulling back to the ramp. MarsBar this time gets us around on the queen. That did not happen last time. It's a nice quick. This is actually going way better for MarsBar than it did before.
Yeah, as the lings are getting into the main base here, and I feel like just there's no space for Marte to make his own banelings, and these things just are overwhelming.
I mean, MarsBar is kind of running out of banelings, out of zerglings here, so more are coming across the map. Few drones are going to go down here in the natural. Oh, another queen gets surrounded though. I don't know if it's just enough zerglings. Marte has enough to push this away. And this is the window of opportunity for Marte to get some Banes. Banes!
Banes? There we go. Okay.
I'm always stressed when Zerg players don't get Banelings. just click the button. Just click the button. You don't need a lot. Alright, MarsBar, seeing the Banelings morph, has to back away and goes all the way to the other side of the map. Now, trying to come back for a second round. It's all going to be down to MarsBar's micro here.
I feel like there's a good chance to just try some postures on this side of the map. Like, try and get, or maybe do this and send in individual lings to get the banelings. But I feel like just keeping your lings on the other side buys you a lot of time. You just got to not lose them all to banelings as drones are being made in the background.
And Marte is just sending the stressful banelings out. Posture out, and MarsBar has been droning out this entire time, getting a bailing nest now as well, so evening up the economy while trying to keep Marte on this side of the map. Marte sneaks out a drone, just down the bane. Don't run into Banes.
The Bane.
Don't follow me. Oh, the Bane. Oh, it chips off a third of that army.
That is absolutely massive. Those Banes got so much done. And there's one more Bane here, but it's on move command, and it's I feel like just he doesn't really need that many more Banes as he started to move across the map. Is Marte and MarsBar having to defend here?
No, we're freezing again.
Was it me? It wasn't me.
No, it's Marte. Oh boy. Okay, we're good. Okay, so MarsBar getting banelings at home. Does have some defenses with the couple. One queen gets surrounded, but Marte backs away from the banelings that are being morphed. The queen gets a reprieve here.
Yeah, and with so many banelings now on defense, I feel like they can do a good job. That was a really good trade, but like make one more.
Marte just accidentally detonated a baneling.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a shame. Marte would have had a baneling right now if it wasn't prematurely detonated there. MarsBar chasing Marte with his banes. More being morphed on the low ground here. They're gonna get Funarad. They're going up the ramp. Okay, MarsBar doing a pretty good job of sending the interceptor lings, I like to call them. You know, 2 lings to just intercept the banes.
Exactly. Yeah, really nice job so far. But there's just so many banelings here for Marte. I'm worried for MarsBar.
Yeah. Well, they're just gonna waddle his banelings out, trying to whittle down the numbers of banes that Marte. Oh! MarsBar could have had a great detonation there, but I think he wasn't paying attention.
Oh, the queens!
The queens go down. Marte still has banelings left on this side of the map. Gonna go right in there.
Oh, even more banes being made. The bane just detonated on the cocoon. Oh no, there's one bane, please.
Okay, Marte is up on the high ground. MarsBar intercepts that baneling, but more are being morphed. Are they gonna be finished? MarsBar kills them before they get to finish, but more are coming down from the low ground. That's a lot of baneling connections, but MarsBar still has a lot of Zerglings. Just so many.
Yeah, 22 army supply to 18. That is so many Zerglings, and that and while MarsBar does have a higher drone count, he's down a hatchery. He lost a bunch of queens, and I would be very it's still a doable game, but still I'm very worried.
By the way, more than 200 Zerglings have already been made in this game. Most of them are dead.
That's insanity to me.
Yes, this is Link Bane Wars. I mean, MarsBar is getting a Roach Warren, so trying to take ahead of that. Take out of this situation. Oh, the banelings of Marte march forward. Okay, all the banelings end up intercepting against one another. Marte is getting burrow, so might have some burrow baneling play. Traps.
Yeah, with Burrow, and is that a second?
No, cancelled. Marte
Okay.
cancels the burrow and gets a Roach Warren instead.
Yeah, nice job. As these Banes are just dancing back and forth, avoiding any damage, and with the Roach Warren and the Roach upgrades, I would be very excited to see this next phase 2 Roach v Roach.
Oh god. When the fans is just on move command, they just walk and rush a Zergling army and they don't detonate. I'm like, oh, I don't wanna, I don't know if I want this to detonate or not anymore. Oh, the stressful banning is going to MarsBar's Zerglings there. No, back away. Ah.
There's just so much stress. A layer gets started for MarsBar.
24 Zerglings are being made by Marte. Marte is going to lean on the Zergling situation here. There's no Roach transition coming up.
Oh, that's so many Zerglings. Insane amounts of Zerglings. 35.
More Link Bane. Got almost at 10 minutes into the game. mLty.
I don't know if my heart can take you. Got some spine colors up, which is nice, and lots of transfuse energy, but there's just insanity amounts of banelings. Like, who has like 12 banelings at this point in time?
Over 200 Zerglings died this game already.
Oh no, the third base is getting cancelled. It's going to be absolutely huge for Marte as MarsBar's just now getting a layer finished, and with Roaches only really getting in good numbers now. I feel like Marte's in a really good position.
But here's the thing, MarsBar really stopped making any Zerglings, only making Roaches from now on. So the banelings are kind of out of the equation at this point. Should be noted, Marte not getting Roaches, but getting +1 range already.
I wonder if that's a mistake or if I'm just setting up for a future transition. I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's for the transition because there is a Roach Warren and everything, but Marte just wanted to keep the pressure on, so made a whole lot of Zerglings. There we go. There are the Roaches. Marte just gets all of them at once. Marte does have 3 bases, so slightly better economy. Now MarsBar is out on the map. The banelings of Marte have to back away.
Okay, that some really close massive baneling connections there, as we do have a layer, like you said, on the way, and more Zerglings for MarsBar being made. I'm very curious if he meant to make Roaches, but got a force heading across the map, and I'd be very worried. I feel like he just needs to survive this big unit swell that's coming out of Marte.
Yeah. No, MarsBar does have spines that... one spine is actually uprooted.
Oh no.
It's just waddling around. It's not active. It's on standby. And they take a while to root as well, so they're not like siege tanks. Oh, Marte, please.
Marte, please.
This is starting to get real rough.
Yeah, I especially feel for MarsBar as it's like microing back and forth, like really intensely.
The queens! No, the queens get transfused.
Oh. On the banelings, they mostly all get picked off for MarsBar, so Marte.
But they tank a lot of the shots that were meant for the roaches, and MarsBar gets a good concave and pushes Marte away. It's actually worked in MarsBar's favor.
8 Ravagers. Oh,
Gonna catch the Ravager transition here. So they're out of the fight for the moment. But the Biles, gotta dodge Biles!
ooh, losing an Overlord and a Roach or two, but really good job dodging those Biles. And now we have a most normal macro game as the base count is evened up. The drone count, like only really down 5 drones is MarsBar. And so I feel like MarsBar is making a nice like economic comeback if after defending really well for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're equal on army supply right now. Marte is slightly ahead in workers. That's going to even out a little bit, I think, once MarsBar sets up the third base. So let's have a bit of a pause. Every time there's a pause, we need to hydrate to hard res. That's the rule from now on.
Oh no, that might get stressful as another Overlord going down, which is very
I'm
nice.
gonna have to run to the bathroom by the end of this game.
Oh yes, and the fourth base also getting thrown down for Marte. So MarsBar is going to have to expand again soon.
Yeah. Marte getting roach speed quite late. Later than MarsBar. And MarsBar now getting ahead in terms of the upgrades.
Yep, which is always nice. You really enjoy having that Roach upgrade lead just because it makes so much of a difference in, like, I believe the number of shots, it changes for every single upgrade between +1, +2, and +1 carapace.
Alright. It's all about the concave and numbers though in Roach Wars. Nice bile shots. It seems to have the bigger numbers out here on the field, and Martin not dodging the biles, hitting a lot of them. So much extra damage. Oh. Okay, Mars. Did you see that Ravager getting yeeted across the screen?
That was great, but MarsBar wins it. What a game one.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to put a marker on that.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I always like it when the death animations end up like having some kind of hilarious result. Sometimes like the laws of physics don't apply there.
They're overrated anyways.
Yeah. All right. So MarsBar takes the first win. Marte has left the party.
That's interesting.
I'm guessing they may be forfeiting, so not to have to deal with this nonsense.
Maybe, as there are a couple of results in the bracket already. I believe we might have mentioned them though.
Where's Light? This game might be right up his alley. Yep. Light is definitely a Lingben Wars fanatic. The maximum MMR for this tournament is 4.9k. And is the limit. Of course, you have to have your games played. There's a minimum amount, which I don't always remember because I don't catch up on these things.
I believe the minimum is 50.
It also changes when the seasons are new. Light is lazing around. No, Light is adminning. Leave him alone. He's adminning. He's supplying the prize money. Give the man a break. speaking of prize money, if you want to help Light supply the prize money, exclamation point Patreon in chat. We'll send you to our Patreon page, where if you choose to pledge to support us with $5 or more per month, you will get access to our subscribers only chat in Discord, and also get replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are organizing or are involved with and have permission to share replays on. So it's a hype thing. Some really cool replays you can get there. So do that.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's figure out what the next map is going to be. This is Marte's choice. As for on the bracket, we have Bush winning 2-0 versus Napolokoshon. Oh.
Bit of a longer game than Slayer's MVP, but or longer series at least, but
yeah. Yes. All right, so Marte's pick, so we might have it soon. Spam those puppy in chat to hype Light. Spam this puppy to cheer Light VIP. Now that is a Yaku copy pasta. Garbage rhyming scheme.
That's pretty good. Definitely interesting rhymes being used there. Bit of a stretch, but you get there in the end.
That's it. The stretch is what is the right word there. For anything, any artistic endeavor that Yaku does, involves a lot of stretch. All right, both players are ready. Let's get right into game number 2. It's going to be on Yaganatha. That's the way to pronounce it. You throw your hands up in the air forcefully and say Yaganatha.
Jagannatha?
No, Yaganatha.
Jagannatha.
Yaganatha.
Jagannatha.
You have to throw your hands up. Yaganatha.
Jagannatha.
Yeah, okay. With the emphasis, Yaganatha.
Jagannatha.
I feel like I'm doing it fine. I feel like I'm doing
I don't know. It sounds
Nicholas.
similar to me.
Nicholas. All right, everyone. Welcome to Yaganatha LE, where LE stands for. Hold on. I'm totally not bringing the list of words that start with L and words that start with E. It stands for Linoleum Embodiment. Linoleum Embodiment. That's like when you play D&D and you encounter a linoleum golem. It's the embodiment of linoleum. They mostly live in your grandma's kitchen. Southwest corner of the map. Why are you letting me cast this shit in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the UK, playing for the art of war? Our blue Zerg is in fact MarsBar. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Chile, representing Mad K, it is a red Zerg, Marte. Sorry, did I break your brain with the linoleum golem?
Yeah, no, that was I was dying of laughter for quite a bit there, but we've made it into at least the natural bases of our 2 players without any baneling nests or spawning pools surrounded them just yet. So I feel like we might have a slightly different sort of game on our hands.
I mean, will we? This could still be a serious Lingbane war.
Yeah, but I'm really hoping for like a Meta v Meta fight. That's my dream.
I really like that octopus decal thingy. That
I agree.
It's like an alien octopus kind of thing. It's got like these weird eyes. It's a kraken. Group is
It's the-
informing us that well, a kraken is just a big octopus, so yeah. The team is Kraken Madness. Ah, okay.
You can see it. We
Okay,
should have known that.
I was sorry, I was not aware. Was not informed. If only we had show notes or something. Hint,
I
hint,
know.
nudge, nudge.
Well, hey, we have show notes telling us now that Kraken is indeed, or that it is a Kraken. So thank you, Kuro, for that. But a really early Baneling nest versus a faster third base. So I feel like Marte wants to just like play defensive, while MarsBar is being a bit more greedy.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's like as soon as the bending nest goes up, the internet is like, nah, I'm not having it. You play an honorable macro game. Not on my watch. Yeah, it's a shame. So many good players have gone down to the lag monster.
Yeah, it affects everyone. If you like,
I thought going into an infomercial about lag.
yeah, no, if you donate today, you too can help poor routers stop having to suffer through the horrible lag that get inflicted on them by bad ISPs.
Are you suffering from low bandwidth? Are your YouTube videos buffering for minutes at a time?
Sometimes, yes.
Do you find yourself clicking the refresh button more times a day than you'd care to mention to your friends?
Game paused.
As
Don't be embarrassed. My name is Steelmold, and I had trouble coming to terms with this, but I have low bandwidth. I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with it now. But you know what? I'm not okay with it. It is not okay. It is absolutely not okay to have low bandwidth. Donate now to the Ducklings Patreon to improve bandwidth worldwide.
yes, I love it. It will help. We will definitely be improving the worldwide bandwidth. Every single dollar donated is one bandwidth increased.
So 1 megabyte per second. One
Exactly.
kilobyte per second. Let's not get overboard.
Maybe not. As the games are resuming, we do have a third base going down in front of us. But it's a lot of lings from MarsBar. I feel like he's going to be aggressive again.
Yeah. It triggers the song, of course. It's a lot of lings. 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 It's a good song. Oh, the Banelings rolling! Intercepted by Banelings! Boom! But Marte still has Banelings left. MarsBar not going to continue. This is droned up real hard while this is going on. So this is just to, get a hit on that hatchery. Get some damage on it. Maybe put MarsBar on... maybe put Marte on the back foot. It actually gets a cancel on that third.
Yeah, that's really huge, as these Banelings are gonna maybe get focused down here by MarsBar and Marte.
No, they got the wings! On the
Not like
lava.
this. Oh no. The queen doesn't even go down. That's massive for Marte.
Yeah, MarsBar, I don't know. There's no targeting on those bases. They could have marched right into the mineral line. Boro on the way for Marte.
Yeah,
So I wonder if this is just to defend against the Banes or something? To
maybe. I'm curious.
some Boro micro?
Maybe. It could be useful for like a transition later on, but some really Burrow micro sick plays I feel like are possible, as that is so many things.
Yeah.
And big connections as well.
Yeah, MarsBar is running low on Zergling on this side of the map and was not planning on continuing the Link Bane wars. Now forced to make 10 more Zerglings just to stay alive. Oh, great connection.
Ooh. I swear like I aged 30 years every single Link Bane war, because the Banelings stress me out so much.
I have to short my pacemaker. Alright. Oh. MarsBar just transferring these drones, but Marte is lurking outside this base, ready to pounce in. Oh, Banes.
More Banes being morphed here. Marte is not letting up as these Banes maybe get like some okay connections, but Link's going everywhere.
Great
Oh, no.
connections there. But two Banelings managed to waddle into the mineral line. Gonna kill 6 drones. Could have been worse, and definitely
just
not
be worse.
enough. Oh, it
Oh,
might
no.
just be worse.
18 drones.
But they're still equal. Here's the thing. MarsBar was droning so hard that he lost 18 drones, and they're still equal.
That
In
is
terms of workers.
insanely impressive.
MarsBar slightly ahead.
And Marte is making more Lings and Banes. He's got an Evo Chamber and a Roach Warren to back things up, but there are no drones really going to that third or in production. I feel like Marte is just trying to go even harder all in as MarsBar just defended nicely.
Yeah. MarsBar got the Roach Warren, now getting an Evo Chamber, so gonna be able to start working on some upgrades. Roach speed is on the way. Marte about to finish the Roach Warren, so they're both transitioning into the mid game. MarsBar still ahead in workers. Another run by trying to get through the wall, not quite getting. There's a Baneling hiding behind the queen. Like, get me out! Let me at him!
Yeah,
Yes! Wanna play? No, not right now. It's not safe to go out there.
yes, as Roaches are also moved kind of to help defend that queen that was getting targeted but didn't go down. Ling
Oh,
jump
but
on the
surround on the
Roaches now.
roaches.
Oh,
That's
that's
not
really
good
nice.
for MarsBar, but the Bane!
Gets pretty good connections, but just these Lings getting the whole pack of Roaches I feel like is absolutely
Yeah,
massive.
this is a great trade for Marte. Trading the Zerglings for roaches, but MarsBar, look at the armor supply right now. mLty, what's going on?
20 to 60.
This is not an equal situation here. MarsBar
Yeah.
is just marching across the map. Roach speed is just about to finish. We'll
Oh,
be able to
no.
reinforce across the map heavily. There's
I like-
23 roaches against 1.
I like the idea of spine collars over. I just feel like they're slightly too late as Lings are trying to get on top of the Roaches. The Roaches
Yeah.
diving
Roaches
back to that
wedging
mineral line.
themselves into the mineral line here. Still a lot of surface area for the Zerglings to get to the roaches.
Yeah, but these Roaches are just winning the fight.
MarsBar just has way too much.
Flooding forward kills one, not a cancel on one of those Roach ones. The other one, or spine crawlers, the other one gets canceled, and his hatchery is completely dead. And MarsBar is a really nice spot.
Yeah. And with these roaches of MarsBar are going to continue pushing forward. At least be able to take care of the spines. Alright, MarsBar backing away. Looks like he's satisfied with taking that third base. Marte is just now getting a lair. I didn't notice that. There's no lair for Marte.
Oh, that's not good. But as that Baneling gets a okay connection, I feel like the fact that this layer is so late spells a lot of trouble, because since MarsBar's already has one, I do believe, yes, they do have a layer for MarsBar, and Marte just not, it like slows down that layer tech, the +2, which is getting started now, the road speed, which is already done. It slows
Yeah,
it down by so much.
MarsBar's speed is getting +2. Marte hasn't even started either of those.
Yes. But hey, third base coming down once again. I like the try, but Marte.
Yeah, Marte realizes this is just way too much. GG's goal. Yeah, there's no way you can. There's a spire being put down there, but it's not. Yeah, it's too late for that kind of transition.
Really unfortunate, but regardless, some good games, and
Yeah.
we managed to get through despite the lag. And it looks like we do have bracket results to go through.
Yeah. So all of our second rounds are up and going. MarsBar will be up against nobody apparently.
Unless we might have to find a different game if MarsBar is going to be playing nobody.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll just type it in chat so everyone knows. No, the next. I feel like this is a who's on first sketch.
Yeah, what's on second? Nobody's on third.
Do we also have a player called I and a player called you somewhere? So if I, you, nobody. There's a proper sketch going on there. I haven't written it yet, but
You got most of the way there already.
wait, why is MarsBar left the party for some reason? Let's get nobody. There we go. I'm looking for nobody.
Yes, and nobody, I believe, was found.
Nobody's here.
There we go.
What server do we want? Hold on, we'll let players figure out the servers as I load up nobody's thingy.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, yes.
So central, I think.
I think it's west. Yeah, it's west. It's gonna be west. Our first map, which I haven't checked, is going to be Aura. Okay. Nobody says central is fine. Okay, so let's go central.
All right, central it is as we are getting into lobby, and I'm very excited for this one because I'm curious if it's going to be another ZVZ or if we might get something different this time around.
And nobody, I don't remember the race. Nobody is.
They are a Terran.
Terran. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
No, that's the name of their clan. Huzzah!
Oh yeah, it is. Huzzah is indeed.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Right.
It is not...
All right. Both players are ready, and let's get right onto it. Double check on things. Did forget anybody? Group is here. It's the art of warfare, not art of war. Did I say art of war instead of art of warfare? I intended to say art of warfare, but I may have been distracted at the moment.
You know, maybe, just maybe. But, you know, these things happen, but we will try to get it right in the future.
Future isn't even playing here.
Future's the Terran player.
Yeah. The future of Terran, even. Anyway, speaking of the future of Terran, we are on Death Aura. In case you were not aware, stands for living escalator. Living escalator. That's like when you have a creep spread on a ramp, and the creep spread is just like it's helping you go up the ramp. It's a living escalator.
Exactly.
Checks out. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of the UK, representing the art of war. Fair. Our blue Zerg is in fact MarsBar.
And in the upper left-hand corner, playing for the clan Huzzah, representing Bangladesh and Huzzah, it is nobody.
I don't know, I'm assuming that's his face.
Is it? I think so, maybe.
It's not someone I recognize, so I don't know. I guess it's nobody.
It is indeed. It is indeed nobody, as that's an interesting place for your natural wall off.
Yeah. This is more like a Protoss wall than a Terran wall.
Maybe nobody's a recent convert to the Terran race, and he,
Could be.
yeah, it's like
Could
I'm a
be.
Protoss player, but like this is how they wall off apparently with the depots in the wall.
It's weird when you switch a race and you still like make like stuff like you did before. See, this is a Protoss wall. There's a gap between. All right, now it's closed. Imagine if you were playing Protoss and then you switch to Terran and you start building supply depots, like to place your buildings.
Oh, that would be interesting.
It's like, wait a minute, I can put my buildings wherever I want. I can fly them up and land them in different places.
They go anywhere as a factory is in the way, and I'm very curious what this wall means, as that is a very fast third CC.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the goal here, to defend the natural so that the third can be set up. And luckily MarsBar isn't playing aggressively and kind of sees this wall, goes back, starts droning up. Not going to be taking the bait and trying to knock on that wall. And I don't see where are MarsBar's overlords. There's an overlord outside the base, so it's going to be a while before before MarsBar sees the third base of nobody being constructed. There's an overlord on the way. Oh, that's the Zergling even. Never mind. It can't fly.
Yes, if Zerglings could fly, I feel like Terran players would have a couple more things to worry about.
I mean, they have wings though.
Yes, but they haven't figured out climbing technology just yet.
And also they have like big wings considering the size of the body. They should definitely be able to fly, or at least jump up cliffs like like in the campaign.
Yeah, or La Colossi. Just have them walk right up would be in cause for interesting times, as there's a cliff right here.
I'd like to see a Colossus that fights Zerglings and then retreats to the cliff and is like ha ha ha, and then the Zerglings just climb up the cliff and the Colossus is like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a possibility.
I feel like the Colossus might still do okay because Colossi are pretty good against slings. If you ever have a Zerg opponent going mass sling, it's a Banshee, which is not something you see every day. But as to finish my
or see at all if they have cloak, huh?
Exactly. And cloak we even on the way. So ask and you shall receive, I guess.
Yes. Let's go, cloak Banshee. But this does mean that nobody has been delaying medivacs, so going full antivax for now. It's gonna be a problem as the game progresses. A lot of times when Terrans delay the medivacs, they end up reaching a fight, and the medivacs they were just built and they barely have any energy, and they can only heal the army like once or twice before they're depleted, and they just can't really withstand a long fight with that. So sometimes it ends up biting the Terran in the butt.
Yeah, sometimes, but you do have a lane force coming to attack, and those medevacs would be nice now to maybe get these Marines out, but the Lings aren't really any Banelings. And with that siege tank on the high ground, I feel like nobody just defends so well.
It does expose the Banshee, so MarsBar should know about it now. Already there's a couple of spores at home, but not in the third base, only in the natural and the main. This is one drone just chilling.
That happens to me so often. Like, I'll really quickly try and get all three down because, like, oh, it's Banshees. I'll play it safe, and then just doesn't build, and I lose to 2 Banshees, a whole mineral line. You feel sad.
Yeah. And then you have this is like that Yaku clip. I saw it. I swear I built it, and then we put it on a replay, and you see the shade of it. The holographic image of it being put down, but no, it was not in fact plopped down properly. Right?
That is a lot of damage on that first Banshee. A bit slow on that cloak, but Nobody. They're close now, and that spore color is not there yet.
Yeah. I think MarsBar should not realize, oh wait, I supposed to have detection now. Actually, nobody is not cloaking that Banshee.
Oh,
What's going on?
Please don't just lose it. Well, there's no like spore crawler here, so we could go in, but I don't think he realizes there's no spore crawler.
These Banshees are so close to death, they only have 1 kill each. It's just going to fucking die. It's literally just going to fucking die.
Oof. And hey, we finally got that spore crawler build in.
Yeah, and the Banshees did not pan out.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there. That was such a big investment for not much. However, with the 4CC on the way compared to the Infestation Pit, the Hydra Den, Hive not too far behind it, I feel like nobody is like still in a decent position, but not a great position. As another Banshee was made in the background. 3 total. That is so delaying your medevacs.
Yeah. And MarsBar is already on 82 workers, on 4 bases. The army production potential of the Zerg here is about to grow scarily high.
Is even a 5th base on the way for MarsBar, and lurkers as well getting started. I'm really terrified to be nobody as soon as those lurkers are out.
You're not nobody, you're someone, mLty. Don't say that. Alright. There's gotta be a long cast. Yeah, so Hydralisks are being made by MarsBar. Lurkers are on the way as well. The Hydralisk they already have the range upgrade. No speed upgrade though? Question mark?
I mean, speed is overrated. You're just going to turn them into lurkers anyway. But like, still, that speed upgrade being delayed and that being an orbital are both interesting choices.
Yeah, they're both going into the later game here now. They've stopped harassing one another. The Banshees, look at this. We're at like almost 10 minutes into the game. There's like a handful of units died so far.
That's somewhat impressive. And Stim having finished up, we do have that fight getting started. That is so many Marines. Stim.
Oh, but there's a distraction. The Bennings roll into the 3rd base. They take out an entire mineral line.
Oh no.
Great catch from MarsBar. 24 drones died here this fight.
That is actually just insane. We got Adrenal and Lurker upgrades on the way now as well, man. Nobody. That's such a huge loss, especially like considering his upgrades aren't doing the best. We got +1, but +2 isn't started yet, and oh man, nobody.
Nobody not remaking SCVs. Going to go all in from here on out, but no medivacs. Still full antivax. There is nothing healing this army. It's already like, what, 5% damaged? It's going up on creep against Speedbanes, Linkbane Hydra. Oh,
You really need like medevacs. No. Oh no!
Oh, splits, no nothing, puppy. Trying to go back to the tank line. There are a lot of tanks. That's the big advantage that nobody has right now.
Nobody unsieges the tanks.
Yes, the Ducklings get on top of the tanks from behind. Liberators are joining in, but there's just so much Zerg on the ground. Still no medivacs.
Still no medevacs. This is actually just insane. These Marines are taking so much damage, and like he's got upgrades going, but not really any medevac production. As lurkers are now out, and he's making more tanks. Yeah, but you need more than just like tanks and Marines against lurkers, I feel like.
What's that? Why do we see 2 barracks say on the production tab that are blocked? Is it supply block? No.
I think it's because he doesn't have an SCV on them because of
No, but they're constructed. If you click on them, they're like finished. It's sending you. Oh, they're there. This is weird. Anyway, MarsBar killing this base once more, cleaning it up. There's only 7 SCVs here, but The fourth base is getting cleaned up as well. This Terran will not be able to compete. No, the Marines is stand on the lurker zone.
And as lurkers, none of them even died to the Liberators. More lings are in, and yeah, there's tanks to like shoot them all down, but I feel so bad for nobody here.
I mean, you must feel bad for someone.
I feel bad for our Terran player because he was in such a nice spot and then just didn't make medevacs for so long.
Yeah, there's a medivac. Where medivac is being made.
The first one all game, as that is a lot of Liberators.
12:30 into the game, and the first medivac hasn't even come out yet. 107 Marines died with no healthcare.
Are we in the USA? What is this?
Yeah, it looks like nobody's from the USA. Oh boy. This is the Vipers. MarsBar had Vipers for like the past 5 minutes. I haven't even mentioned that because they just didn't join the fight. But now they're just using parasitic bomb on the Liberators. And the Hydralisk on the ground just completely destroy them.
Yeah, everything basically dead. There's a siege tank in the back here, but I don't feel like this is going to be enough. SUVs are full.
No.
The base probably going to go down to these Hydras.
Look, yep. Tanks are being yanked down to the low ground. Look at the bank on MarsBar. Yeah. This game is done.
He is definitely set up well for retirement. As more tanks get yoinked, Liberator even gets yoinked. And
GG's
finally is called.
And the MarsBar will be taking game number 1. That was an interesting game.
That was indeed an interesting game. Lots of decisions did happen. I feel
Yeah,
like
getting that quick third didn't end up serving nobody all that well. I mean,
yeah.
didn't take up all that much. Skip the medivacs, which I still think is a critical thing to have here.
I feel like he had like such a great economy, and he just like wasn't really able to like do enough with like his potential opener, because his opener was super greedy, but he just didn't ever quite have like that massive income advantage that I feel like he was looking for.
You know, if in order to win with greed, you need to actually pay for stuff eventually. You need to buy something with it. Alright, both the players are ready. Let's get into game number 2 on Romanticide. Where love goes to die.
Yes, don't get too attached to anything on this map, because love does die, you know.
Love
Or
does
souls.
die. And do you know what doesn't die? Wooden bridges. Apparently.
True. You know,
Apparently
super
they-
sturdy.
Apparently they survive this climate pretty well. Even though
Yeah.
I'm not sure they were constructed to hold like 7 siege tanks on them.
I mean, they've done well so far, so gotta give props to whoever built those bridges.
Yeah. Still, I'm still of the mind that they shouldn't be made out of wood. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we are on Romanticide, where bridges go to die. LE, in case you did not know, stands for luminous. Empathy, luminous empathy. That's when you are empathetic towards someone and you flash a flashlight in their face. I don't know, I guess it helps some people. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of the UK, representing the art of warfare, our Blue Zerg is in fact MarsBar.
And in the upper right, playing for Huzzah and Bangladesh, give it up for the red Terran player of Nobody.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Alright, let's see if nobody goes for another greedy opening. Not on this configuration of a map. it's going to be a lot more difficult to wall off the natural here.
Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a bigger gap, especially considering it's at an angle where the reactor doesn't do much.
Yeah, so we see a simple Marine expand, not even a Reaper. Nobody? Usually when you make Marines, it means you're trying to be super defensive. Or at least getting rid of... trying to hide something because you're trying to get rid of that Overlord, with that scouting Overlord.
Yeah, maybe that Marine does go for the Overlord now, and I'm wondering if he's if nobody's going for another super fast third CC or what the plan is, because this is basically what he did last time. And
And Overlord manages to escape to the pillar, so not going to get a good scout on the base here. MarsBar going for that quick third. And have to keep spending money on drones and queens. You'll never have enough for a hatchery. Oh, there it is.
and
Reminds
that
me.
third CC gets started, man.
Yeah, nobody's being greedy. Greedy boy. Greedy body, if you will. Oh,
Yes, the Lindsay
MarsBar.
SCV, that's really nice.
Get an SCV and a Marine. Which is cool.
Yeah, definitely a worthwhile trade as 2 Lings for an SCV that mines and a Marine that shoots. Is a trade I'll take. As a Starport only now getting started, I wonder if he's going to go for the numerous amount of Banshees again, is our template, or if they can get faster medevacs maybe, hopefully.
Hopefully. Like we are both like, yeah, hopefully we're going to see some medevacs in a TVZ bioterran.
Yeah.
Hopefully. One of
Fingers
those, critical units you kind of have to have because they're so useful. Support units. You can heal with them. You can take them with Doom Drop. You can move your units around.
Exactly.
Kind of.
Maybe.
Maybe. In before it's a Raven.
He's getting
no,
a reactor.
it's a reactor. There we go. Now I'm feeling. Okay, so this is a classic 1-1-1. Nothing too crazy. Bailing nest on the way from MarsBar. Reactor lips. I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen players, some Terrans go for double Liberator, and it makes for great harassment.
On this map, I feel like it'd be a little difficult to harass just because the amount of time it takes to get to that mineral line, but in the main base. But we do have more Marine, or more barracks being thrown on, excuse me, and a tech lab on the factory, but still no Starport units yet.
Yeah. It's fine, you invest in some barracks, eh? Get that bioproduction up. Stim is on the way, it's almost finished. I like this Hellion poke in here.
Losing so many Hellions for basically no Lings, only a couple of having gone down this game is definitely not what you want. As we have
it's still... Yay, a Medivac! If only we had a reactor on that starport, we can make do.
Yeah, he'll get there eventually.
Nobody's like, no. One Medivac is enough. We're not made of money here.
Yeah, I mean, like, we got the reactor just for looks, see? We make our medevacs the old-fashioned way. Like, we don't have Renadon at all.
And it's probably going to be for Hellion drop or something. Come on. Nobody, you're killing me. Look at how much cash nobody has.
Nobody, please. He needs, like, to take his third base gases.
Nobody got cash for that. Alright. Here comes the Medivacs. Finally, MarsBar with double expansion. Going to a 4th and a 5th base.
I really like this out of MarsBar. I feel like it's a good way to get some sort of an economic lead, and also it's very easy for one base to go down to like a big Terran push. that like it's maybe around 8-9 minutes, but for 2 bases to go down to that big push is a bit more difficult, as there's generally speaking a little bit more creep in front of things.
Yeah, you know, because nobody has been playing so greedily and defensively. There's nobody cleaning creep. There's no medivac full of Marines running around scanning, cleaning creep. No Hellions cleaning creep. So MarsBar is just doing the Zerg thing. Just expand, spread creep, make more Zerg, spread around the map, take over more, and you'll have more later on. And Hydralisk then is on the way. Baneling speed, Overlord speed. 1-1 Carapace and melee is about to finish, so the Lingbane Hydra composition is going to be super strong here. This is pretty good for the Zerg right now.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Zerg's in a nice spot defensively. Like, the supply counts are even, and this is still a very close game. However, this Zerg's just about to explode in 82 workers from like 60 something, and a hive on the way. Really nicely done.
And one of the things that when you go so greedy, you kind of miss that big, strong Terran window of opportunity, where you have just this big, strong army with tanks and some support units and a whole bunch of Marines with medivacs, and you can move out on the map and do some damage, kill a base, do something, before your enemy has their production really set up. But now MarsBar had the time to set everything up. Look at this creep. Nobody's gonna have to clean creep for 2 hours before they can get to MarsBar's 3rd base there, or 4th base.
Yeah, absolutely, just insane creep, and even more of it spreading. Not able to catch those creep tumors is nobody, and this is gonna be such a endeavor, like, and another base going down. I'm really worried for our Terran here.
MarsBar setting up the surround here. Oh, it can go from around the bridges. No surround, just going straight on.
Oh no.
Does chase nobody off creep, but the Banelings make connections on the bridge. Oh no.
So many Marines going down to the Banelings. That's really not. The rest getting picked off by Lingbane Hydra. There's one medevac of Marines getting out of this. That's not good.
Big oofs. Yeah. This is not going well for nobody.
Really unfortunate to see, but like sometimes these things happen. However, MarsBar just not letting up and playing such a good game.
Yeah.
So many Lings dying though. That's one way.
The Liberators, one of them goes down, the other one survives, and MarsBar has to back away, having left with only the Hydralisks. On their own, they're not the bestest.
Definitely, it could be a little worse. 62 Lings get made here defensively. I feel like MarsBar really should be making a couple more Banelings, but instead trying to detect lurkers and save his gas for that.
Oh no, there are some Banes. You got 7 of them, so it's something. It's something that can zone Marines out.
Yeah, a little bit, just enough to get by for now. As 2-2 also finishes, and I feel like MarsBar's is nicely set up for an attack.
Yeah, one of the advantages, on the other hand, of being a greedy Terran is that you have decent recoverability, and nobody, even after losing 40 army supply, is now back on even army supply, but MarsBar is breaking the wall, surrounding the tanks. The tank there is unsieged. Another tank on the high ground is unsieged. The Hydralisks are left alone, though, once the Marines come here. And I don't know if this is doing enough damage. It's definitely good harassment, but it costs MarsBar quite a bit. It does supply block nobody.
Yeah, those Lings getting into the main base really helped slow down production and get like something, which was incredibly nice. A couple SCVs as well, but MarsBar's, I feel like he's still got an okay gas count, but spending it on Vipers instead of Lurkers. That's interesting.
Here's a statistic for you. Without looking at the units lost tab, how many Hydralisks died this game?
24.
0.
0.
MarsBar has managed to get them out of all the fights. As soon as he runs out of Zerglings, he's out.
That is definitely very nice. As Hydralisks, there are 50 gas, and while it isn't that much, it adds up over time. So saving all his Hydralisks, that's really impressive.
Yeah, and he manages to have 28 of them right now. So that's a huge amount of DPS. Even against Steam Marines, especially with lurkers around to zone them out. Oh, this is a very scary Zerg army right now. Nobody?
Honestly, that's terrifying.
They're literally the stuff of nightmares. Like
Yes.
big spitting monsters, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and the lurkers as well just make it so difficult to like push forward. You really need to catch the
this
lurkers
round.
out there. Oh no. Maybe they're just run buying though, but
Yeah,
still.
no, the Zerglings are just backstabbing. It's right into the natural. Surrounding the reinforcements, munching on SCVs, nobody pulling the army back to deal with this 11, 15 SCVs going down.
So many losses here for nobody. He's like
What?
down
No,
40
nobody's
forward.
replacing this supply, this SCV supply, with army supply though. So this is very dangerous. If MarsBar gives nobody time to rebuild,
Yeah, however, there are lurkers. I do worry as the Marines start fighting the nice scan. Maybe you'll be able to get the lurkers. Stop. Hydra's are doing so much.
not enough buffer for the Hydralisks. The Marines jump on top of them, but you know, Hydralisks, they still have quite a bit of health, and they do manage to back away. MarsBar saving most of this Zerg army. Going to circle around to the fourth base of nobody and gonna destroy that orbital command.
Yeah, these Marines are so far under creep. This crew spread is just covering this entire half of the map. It's insane.
Yeah.
The fight could begin.
12 Cryptomers died this game so far, by the way. Guys, that's the level of not cleaning creep we've seen today. There are 71 creeps.
That is so many creeps. As this Ling Hydra force, I feel like I don't know if nobody has enough to defend here. I feel like you can maybe shove in, but still Marines are very scary though.
Yeah. And also, MarsBar has the advantage. He just wants to play the attrition game. Trading really well this game against the Terran. Yeah, why push it when you don't have to? Especially when MarsBar still has so much map control right now. Look at that great spread. It's all of the map. Well, half of the map.
Yeah, this is the crew spread you dream of when like you're playing Zerg.
It just made 17 lurkers.
That is insane.
Oh.
That is a like terrifying number of lurkers if you're any race, because like they'll just evaporate anything on the ground that runs into
Yeah.
them unless you're super pre-split.
I feel like MarsBar really wants to clean up that mineral wall there. Keeps coming back there to see if it's open. Oh, so many Marines just died to the lurkers. They're so low on health. There are no more medivacs. This army is not going to get healed.
Once again, skimping out on those medevacs is an interesting decision, but we got a lot of liberators.
Vipers coming in with the parasitic bomb and the yoinks. Actually, no, they can't yoink the liberators because there are no hydralisks to kill them. They're all turned into lurkers.
You know, one of the advantages of making lots of lurkers, from the Terran player at least, is that there aren't enough hydras necessarily to kill your liberators.
Oh, no, there are. With the queens here as well. I love when they yank the unit and the unit dies in the air and this explosion. It's so cool.
Oof, pain. As that's almost an unfair number of lurkers.
It's an unfair. It's definitely an unfair number of lurkers. 19 of them. With Viper support and some Hydralisk support and even some Queens hanging back there. Look at the creep spread. It's like it's here.
Yes, it's knocking at the door.
GG is goal.
MarsBar takes the game.
Yeah. This is. Look, Greedy Terran is something that could be very powerful, but you have to be more active on the map with it. You can't just sit back and and be greedy. You have to also be harassing. You have to be cleaning creep. You have to set up the future opportunities for your army to march out on the map and be able to do damage.
Exactly, and just not keeping up that pressure did, I feel like, put nobody in a worse spot. But well played by MarsBar. He played such a clean series and game there. I feel like he did an excellent job.
All right, and we are going to be able to see MarsBar in against a much more hyped Terran because they're going to meet Wojtek in the semifinals. But hold your horses. I'm raising my hand for silence. I have not noticed this in the bracket until now. Vavin did not make it out of round one. Our current reigning champion. The streak has been broken by Zoo. Zoo06rel. I have no idea how to read that name.
I think in game there's Zesty.
It's Zoogrill. I think because the 6 is a G and the 0 is an O. Is that Zoogrill? Yeah, very zesty. This is Ooh. So, we are going to have a new champion here today. None of these players in the semifinals have a championship already. So, first of all, round of applause for Vavin. 3 victories in a row, still holding the record. And maybe Wojtek finally will have a chance at a victory here. I'm not sure what races Bush and Zesty are. Was it Zesty? Oh, that's the name?
Zesty,
Yeah. I'm not sure what races they are. Yeah. But if they're not Protoss, maybe Wojtek has a chance. Anyway, we are going to take a short break. Let's take a short break, before the semifinals, because I have a suspicion that there may be some long games ahead of us. So we'll show you some duct tapes here on the channel, clips of time gone by. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Take this time to hydrate your Hydras, stretch your Roaches, drain your Disruptors, and we will be back casting Bush versus Zesty in 5 minutes. Be here, or I will not forgive you. And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those clips. I especially loved the one that was funny with the laughter. This is really good. Did you enjoy it too, mLty?
Yes, I did. One of my favorite. That's honestly, in my opinion, a really good duct tape. I always enjoy that one.
Yeah, especially loved that one, which I definitely looked at the stream to show which one. Anyway, we are setting up our semi-final here, first semi-final, which will be between Zesty and Bush. Going to start on the romantic side. It's going to be a ZVP, Zerg versus Protoss. We're waiting for the players to be prepared.
Yeah, and I feel like this has potential to be a really good match since Zesty, I think he's the one who took down last week's winner, and Bush has always been a consistently high name in these. So
wait, Zesty? No, Zesty. Did Zesty?
I think Zesty did. I might be
wrong.
No,
you're confusing with Wojtek. Wojtek is the other semifinal.
No, yeah, Zesty took down Vavin. I thought Vavin won last week.
Oh, you okay? You were talking about this tournament. I was talking. See, I was confused. I thought you were the one who was confused, but it turns out I was the one who was confused.
It happens to all of us. Don't stress it.
It happens to me a lot.
True.
So yeah, you were saying.
So Zesty, him taking down last week's winner versus Bush I feel like he's been consistently a somewhat big name. I don't remember if he's won any though.
No, I believe not.
And so so I feel like this potentially be a really cool match, and I'm curious what these players will bring to the table.
Yeah, Bush has been in the final four, in the semifinals a few times. Never reached the finals though.
Tonight he must be looking to change that as he's one circle away from his first finals, I think.
Oh, Bush is from Lithuania, not Italy. I saw the LT in the thing. I thought it was a capital I. And it's IT as in the country code. I thought it was Italy, but no, it's Lithuania. It's a good thing I actually checked. 'Cause I've already embarrassed myself with this enough times. Thank you for that silence.
Yeah, no, those things happening. Okay, I just thought I'd extend that out just a little bit longer.
Yeah. I was hoping.
uncomfortable.
Please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. I want the silence.
Yes,
Give me the awkward silence.
Exactly. Yeah, still waiting on these players though. As
Yeah, Zesty asked for a bit of a. They said go go go, and then they said wait, and we're
we are
waiting.
waiting.
We are waiting. So how's it going, mLty?
It's going pretty good. I'm having a good time. I'm really glad I got up for this because it's exciting. What about you? How have you been doing?
Doing nice. It's been a bit stormy day, but the sun is up now, so it's kind of weird. We've been having seriously weird weather.
Ooh, tell me about it.
It's been weird. It's been last week we had a day that was 34 degrees Celsius, which is about 95 degrees.
Something
in your
like that.
in your
Freedom units,
whatever
yeah.
you use for degrees. I don't know. Hot dogs. What? How do you measure that? I don't know.
Hot dogs per square eagle.
Just per square inch. There's about 95 hot dogs per square inch. Right here in this country.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was warm, and then a day afterwards, it dropped down to like 18 degrees, which is like super windy and cold. And it's been kind of like up and down since. We actually have extra snowfall today for some reason.
Really?
In like mountainous areas. So go figure.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Like, considering it was so hot and now it's even snowing in places, that's actually insane.
Yeah, it's yeah, we fucked up this world real nicely, and now we are getting insane weather patterns. Who could have seen that coming except everybody?
Scientists in the 70s?
Yeah, scientists in the 70s definitely saw it coming, shouted it out of the rooftops, and were sniped down sometimes out of the rooftops.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but
bit unfortunate, could be better.
Unlucky.
So the world is ending.
Hey, not yet. We've still got like a good couple of years before the world properly ends. I really hope it doesn't end before like Sun or Frost Giant release their game because I want to play it.
For the linoleum golems wake up and reclaim the wastes. The ice titans and the linoleum golems fighting for Ragnarok. Yeah, that happens. All right, I'm asking Zesty again because it's been a while.
Yeah, he says yes, sir.
Yeah. Were they waiting for us? Okay. Maybe this was a miscommunication. They thought we. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone ready? Sometimes the interface, this text-based communication, can be so limiting.
Yeah, might have been user error there. We are finally loading in from this site.
We're sitting here talking about the end of the world, trying to buy time, and Zesty is sitting there waiting for us. Damn it.
These things happen, I guess.
All right.
Zesty.
Yeah, who's that portrait?
I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's one of the Ukraine. That wasn't in control. That's one of the Ukrainian ones, right? Kind of looks like in control. I don't think it was in control though. I could be mistaken. I probably am. Anyway, speaking of things I'm not mistaken about, we are on Romanticide. LE, where it goes. To die. LE, of course, in case you were not aware of, stands for um, liquid elbow. Liquid elbow. That's when you have some serious case of arthritis. Go see a doctor. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Lithuania, our blue Protoss is in fact Bush.
And in the upper left-hand corner, playing for GDAT and Americans everywhere, give it up for the pink Zerg player of Zesty.
Yes, the champion slayer. Already taking out Vavin in the first round.
Yes,
It's
it's really
2-0
impressive.
as well. 2-0.
For sure.
Vavin was so excited to play today.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I hate when that happens, like when you're like really excited to play in a tournament and then you're like, oh, you know, I might go far, as you know, probe stress drones, and then you just lose in the first round. It's always not a good feeling.
Well, it's in the long run, it's good for you. It's humbling. It's like it reminds you that every series counts, you know?
Exactly.
And you can never expect yourself to go well in the tournament. You have to make it all work wherever you're fighting. You can't just lean back and relax. It's not how it works.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, exactly. Indeed. That's exactly it. We do have an adept out already. I wonder what the tech will be this time from our Protoss player. Because our options, you know, Stargate and Void Ray is very trendy, and it looks like it'll be Stargate.
Stargate,
So.
yes. I mean, look. It's gonna be Void Rays because it's a PVZ. And the year is 2021. This is what happens. At least until we get new maps or something, I don't think the meta is going to shift all that much, but definitely not in PvZ. PvZ is kind of settled into what it is right now, where everyone kind of hates it, but they're kind of dealing with it at least. Yeah, you'll need some new maps, something to shake things up, see something new. Yeah.
And new is always good as this adept is getting into the drone line. And there were 2 lings that got into scout, which is nice, but the 2 lings plus the queen should be able to shoot these adept without getting any damage.
Yeah, adept doesn't manage to kill anything. It's pretty cool. An oracle is on the way. I was mistaken. Bush is playing Heart of the Swarm or something.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. I am agog, if you will.
You know, if you ask Dustin Browder, the Oracle is very worker friendly, so an interesting choice for our first unit as Void Ray is next. And I'm wondering if Zesty is going to have the spores up in time.
Yeah, there's one in the natural here. The couple of queens, 3 queens even. And just that oracle away. I'm guessing Zesty was preparing for Void Rays. So an oracle is like oh, you brought an oracle to a Void Ray fight? It's like I was waiting for something way tankier than an oracle. I had extra queens and everything.
Yeah, and there's a spore crawler on the main. You know, all these drones getting revelated is nice vision for Bush, but there's like really not much to scout out, at least not yet, other than that 4th base, which is now just getting started.
And the Twilight Council is on the way for Bush, as well as a forge and a robotics facility. So we're gonna have at least a transition in technology here, unless Bush goes full Protoss and gets Glaved Adepts for some reason, which I've seen.
I mean, it's definitely a build. I've seen it hit with +1 before, and it's while it does hit later, it's still a very strong thing, as we do get that thing finishing now. So I'm curious how things will go down. But this is a lot of lanes.
It's a lot of lanes. Ooh, it's charged going to be the first thing. That's not something you see every day. Usually charge is something you get as the secondary transition there, but Bush is going for the beef wave, I think. We have a not Twilight Council, the other one. Templar Archives. They both start with T. What can I do?
Oh, I spin it up all the time, don't worry.
Ooh, nice clog up there.
And the Adepts do get surrounded, but with the Void Ray there and the probes getting pulled, I feel like, ooh, wait, never mind, the Adepts go down, so lots of probes die.
Some drones are going to die, but this is not going to be super getting damage here. Bush is fine taking this loss of 6 probes when you're on 3 bases. It's not the end of the world. Immortals are on the way. Charge +1 weapons. And I'm guessing that Temporal Archives was for Archons, so we're gonna go full beef wave here.
Yeah, this army, it's growing bigger and bigger as their Hydra transition, as the Hydras are just getting started. I feel like it's going to be very nice, but you need Banelings as well. I'm not sure if Banelings will be out in good enough numbers in time, because there's no Baneling speed just yet.
It's started now, so it's going to be a while, but I think it's going to be a while before the Protoss actually pushes forward. No, actually moving out on the map right now. Sneaking into that 4th base location. There's a 5th base going down for Zesty. Bush not aware of it yet.
Yeah, but that is not a very big army just yet. That is a good number of Archons, though.
Yeah, that is a very surroundable army. Even with the Archons here. Oh, no.
Oh, no. This army just losing its entire front line, and now it's just Archons and Immortals. And while they're good units, they're not insane. With the War Prism saves them, I love it.
That Bush just lost an Archon for Zerglings, basically. It's not the best of investments. Storm is on the way, so that's going to be nice. But at least help deal with the Banes and the Hydralisks.
Yeah, a good start. And the Void Ray even going to go down as well. So that's nice for Zesty to get more gas units. Ooh, that is terrifying. These storms are going to have to land.
Yeah, and I'm not sure they're going to be prepared because... wait, there aren't Templars. Okay, they're backing... They don't have a lot of energy. They have like 1 storm each available.
That is not a lot of energy, but more Archons being made. Maybe Archons can do a little something as well, but this army, it is coming, and...
Oh, and he's sneaking around to the 3rd base of Bush. There are only a couple of cannons out here. Bush will have to bring the entire army as the Banes just roll on in. The charge lots run right into them. No more charge lots here.
And the High Templar are so slow to the fight. They're storming like Zerglings, but there's just so many Banelings. Wipe out another wave.
But the storms are good. There's enough left over. The High Templars are being turned into Archons. That should be enough to clean it up with the Immortal and a few Zealots. But the 3rd base...
forward.
3rd base is forfeit. Zesty is moving Zerglings into the 4th base while this is going on. So this is going to get cleaned up, but... Oh, there are cannons here. Never mind. 2 shield batteries.
Cannons and shield batteries, they defend the Lings for now, but still losing a whole base for Ling Bang Hydra. Well, that was an insane amount of... It's still a pretty good trade for the Zerg. Now, the Zerg just has to rebuild, get that Lurker den finished, and get those Lurkers out. And as long as Zesty doesn't die right here, I feel like they'll be in an excellent spot.
Yeah, look at the army supply right now. Bush is just going to struggle just replenishing that army supply. And Zesty just traded so well.
Oh no, an Immortal maybe getting caught. Zesty deciding to back out.
No, not so much deciding as just a F1 clicking across the map.
Oh, F2 clicking around. But the Banelings able to kill all the Zealots. The Archons, they'll get out, but still, that was a lot of dead Protoss, and the army supply's just been struggling.
62 army supply to 27. Bush is just not going to be able to replenish the army supply. Not on 8 gates. It's not enough.
Yeah, but it's hard to afford more when your third base is dead, but still he needs to get that third base alive and
Mhm.
keep making units ASAP.
All right, so it looks like Zesty is going to be, sorry, Bush is going to try and play defensively here. Going to try and bait Zesty into the Protoss. Or no, I'm going to try and this run by is going to get caught. It's surrounded.
The Zots are okay, but it's not going to be good enough. There's just so much Zerg still.
Just everything that Bush is trying to do is not panning out, and just throwing units away when you need them to defend the next wave of Zesty is
It's a struggle, but with the Zerg upgrades, they're all starting to finish now, and with the Lurker range and the Adepts coming out very soon, I feel like Zesty's just getting more and more of a stranglehold on this game, but a Fleet Beacon transition, I feel like this is a good try if he doesn't die.
Zesty is already pushing into the fourth and the natural at the same time. There's also an army waiting to pounce on the third base while this was going on. So Zesty has enough units to keep Bush running back and forth and has a reserve of lurkers here. So, this is looking really rough for Bush. Storm is being useful here, but there's not a lot of it.
Yeah, he's down. I think he's completely out of storms. Might have just one in the background somewhere, but nothing with this army. Is that fourth base is ravished, third base is also devoid of probes, and Bush is just not in a great spot with that many lurkers.
There's only one observer. It's right here with the army, so it's going to be vision on these lurkers. I'm going to be able to clean them out at least. Bush is holding on.
Yeah, Bush gets so many of those lurkers for really good trades, and also not, if he doesn't lose this, I feel like, oh no, no.
Oh, no, you could have saved it. What happened? Bush wasn't really paying attention there, maybe.
Oh, more Lings getting into the natural. They will go down to cannon.
So it's fine. I like the cannon configuration there. It really helps deal with the small run-bys at least. Oh, but look at what Zesty still has so much army supply.
That is a very big amount of Zerglings, and I feel like it might just be heading towards that natural or for a massive surround. His army's trying to get something done, but
look at Zesty, it's trying to expand here. While you were attacking me, I was expanding on the other side of the map.
Interesting, as that is so many Zerglings still.
Yeah.
That is ludicrous.
Yeah, double Spire is being made. This next transition for Zesty, with so many Zerglings are in this Protoss base. Zesty loses the fourth base, but who cares? Bush is losing everything. It's a great trade.
Two cannons are doing what they can, but the shield super battery eventually goes down. Archons fighting where they can. Bush is trying to
remember. They have yeah, there's so much damage. They finally get cleaned up in the main base, but Bush is now back to a depleted main base and mostly depleted natural. Just look at the income right now. Difference. It's insane. It's just insane. It's not. And the advantage was in Zesty's favor for almost 10 minutes. So, yeah. GG is called.
GG.
I'm starting to see how Zesty beat Vavin.
That was a very, very clean game one. Bush I feel like he just didn't quite get going, really, at all in that game.
Yeah. And Zesty just played it really nicely. There's nothing too crazy there. Some Lings, Hydralisks, into Lurkers. Anything else? That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. And expanding all the time and making a lot of drones. This is basic Zerg stuff. There's nothing fancy about this.
Yeah, but it was very effective, which is super clean mechanics. Really got that job done.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the next map is going to be. It is Bush's choice. It's going to be the aura of death. Eastern. We said Eastern, right? Yes.
Yes.
Easternus. Easternus. If Easternus, then Westernus. And Centralnus. Centralus.
Yes, I will agree.
Who are we waiting for? Oh, there we are.
Eventually getting into the lobby, and I feel like this is a slightly more Protoss favored map, and so I'm very curious to see what Bush will do this time. Maybe he'll just print Void Rays.
Yeah. Race check. No, you're not ready. You gotta be Zerg. There we go. There we go. Blush.
That's cute.
I don't think you want to be Terran against the Protoss. I think Bush would love to be playing a Terran right now.
Yeah, no, TVP is definitely a slightly Protoss favored matchup, at least in feeling. It might be even win rates, but it feels difficult for Terran players right now.
So, group did confirm that that is in control.
Yes.
So I'm an idiot. You can safely ignore most of what I have to say.
I don't ever ignore what you have.
Some of what I have to say is actually good to listen to, but for the most part, I'll admit, not. Anyway, we are on Death Aura. In case you did not know, stands for Lizard Eradication. Lizard Eradication. That's when you kill all those reptile zergs in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from Lithuania. Our blue Protoss is in fact Bush.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, representing GDAT, give it up for the American Zerg player of Zesty.
Alrighty. So we see a clean opening and nice, honorable. I'm trying to think of whether. Do we see even any cheeses anymore in PvZ?
The biggest cheese really is like 12 Fool and maybe Cannon Rush, are like the big ones that I see, but
I don't know, yeah, it's Cannon Rush. You don't really see them now that much anymore in PvZ. Like, it's not like PvP where, you know, there are players who just Cannon Rush. Because it's a little easier to defend with a Zerg. You have a lot more options available, you know?
yeah, sometimes like there's one, I feel like there's one like really tight defense, but I don't think this is a good map for it. And so as Zerg, you do have that couple more options. It's less decisive, less that Cannon Rush at least.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, so I can sometimes see Zergs do the whole hatchery in the wall of the the Protoss to try and create an opening and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of rare, you know.
I feel
But
that
it's not like PvP where every game is almost has a proxy, or every series will have some kind of cheese in it.
yeah. And it is Stargate again. I'm really curious if he's gonna make that is really nice, that third block by Bush.
Yep.
But I'm curious if he's gonna go Oracle first again, or if he will switch up to that like mass void ray printer that so many Protosses are doing nowadays.
I'd say, to be fair, I think Zesty will be kind of prepared for that, though. That doesn't from the one game we casted of Zesty, I don't think Zesty is going to fall for that.
You know, very fair, very fair. He did look so clean in that game. I would be very worried to see this Stargate because I just feel like so many Protosses are doing it nowadays. You get so much practice versus it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So the Void Ray is coming out because it's 2021, and Bush is catching up to the meta and not getting an Oracle. in PvZ. An Oracle Force at least. Adept
do have
does
the-
get in here, but not finding much to kill.
Yeah, it's getting good scouting info on it. Confirms that, hey, you didn't like cancel your third base and doing some weird all-in. Hey, you've got a mineral line in your natural, right? And there are drones on it, so.
Okay, so there's an Oracle second. This is that.
Yeah, definitely it's a change, but it feels very similar. As I feel like
Here's the thing, though. Zesty is not getting in spores.
oh yeah, you are right. The spores are much later this time around.
There are a lot of queens though, so the Oracle does have an opening. It's it's agile. It can dodge the queens and get into the mineral line. If that happens, it can get like 5 or 6 kills.
Yeah, potentially just has to get in, and we also see that start of a transition. So not going to be air units for too long as the first drone goes down, but there are just so many queens, and I feel like the Oracle's been zoned out nicely so far.
Yeah. Right, spores are coming up. I think maybe because Bush got the Void Ray first, Zesty was like, okay, so you just get a Void Ray to kill my Overlord, and I don't need to defend against it. I'm gonna get queens because you're gonna go off Void Rays, so I'm gonna have queens anyway. I don't need spores. But then an Oracle comes in.
Yeah, the Oracle gets a creep tumor, which is really nice, but queens are kind of ushering it out of the Zerg territory, at least for the immediate future. As that's
That's a great.
back.
It gets a great scout of the Zerg base though.
Yeah, very nice.
And it's gonna be charge and Templar Archives once more. We're going into the beef wave again.
Yeah, it's that same comp as last time, but I feel like the layer is a little bit later this time around. And while the fourth base is already done for Zesty, it's not where Bush can really see it. So, and 19 drones being made. Ooh.
The one thing I hope for Bush is that they don't move as early as they did in the previous game with so little units out on the map. Because the thing about the beef wave is you need Immortals, you need Archons, and you need a lot of Zealots. You can't just go out on the map with 3 Zealots, a couple of Archons, and an Immortal. That's not going to be enough. That's a very surroundable army with Zerglings.
It is indeed, and the Archons are only now finished up. So maybe you could put on pressure with just the Archons while you waited. As a Spire going down. I feel like a Spire isn't going to do too well against an kind of an Archon-centric army.
I mean, it could. The one advantage is that Mutalisks are more mobile than the Protoss army. Especially when most of the Protoss army can't even shoot up. It's going to be Zealots and Immortals. So the Archons, as long as they dodge the Archons, you're fine.
Exactly. As the Zealots are morphing forward, the Lings, they jump on top of things, but the Archons just doing so much damage in the backline. Well, the Zealots are now finally cleaned up. These Archons are going to clean out all these Lings.
Yeah. Bush can't really pack up and leave if this is going on. There are too many Archons and only one Warp Prism. And now there are none Warp Prism. So Bush really has to back away to save these Archons.
Yeah, but he does indeed just run all the way home, and the Spire did get up, and so I feel like Zesty, with a Muta transition, as long as he can avoid those Archons, like you said, I feel like he'll be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Most of Zesty's army supply is actually Queens right now, I think. Everything else is just Zerglings. We're all getting caught hard. This is way too many Archons to run into Zerglings with.
Yeah, the
Splash
Archon
damage.
just did so nicely, and the Mutas, they're like finally out, and we even got an upgrade on the way, but they're not across the map just yet. However, these Lings have chased the army so far out of position.
Yeah, but the problem with the Mutalisk is that Storm is on the way. The Mutalisks are going to be able to do damage right now, but if they don't do serious damage, their effectiveness is going to go down very fast. They are flying into the main base of Bush. Gonna delay there on some stalkers. Not a lot of anti-air for the Protoss there. 9 probes go down, but Zesty is going to be losing that 5th base here.
Really nice by Bush. He's getting like some counter damage done, but I don't know if it could be enough as this Mutaflock is not decreasing in size. And
Yeah, 21 go down already. 22.
That
Bush is pushing forward, getting into the 3rd base. Zesty is setting up for a surround with the Zerglings on the side.
Yeah, but that's so many Archons. I'd be very worried for any.
Oh, the walkers!
Oh no, the workers.
The workers almost got into this this cauldron of Archons. It's not where they want to be. This is kind of a weird base trade, but I see Zesty is killing a lot of workers and killing the production of Bush, but Bush is actually absolutely destroying bases. What the?
8 spine crawlers just got cancelled as more zealots are reinforcing.
And why were they cancelled though? I think Bush would have taken too long to actually kill them. They would have been finished. Bush would have been able to kill 1 or 2 of them, but the rest would have been finished and actually push this army away and save that hatchery. I think.
Yeah, these mutas are getting more probes, but there are storms on top of them. That's a nice first storm, but you do like a couple more, and the Stargate's going to get picked off. Oh no.
Yeah. But Zesty is just losing bases. Look at Bush's army supply. Bush actually has a huge army supply at the moment. A lot of it is beefy units. You've got Templars with Storm, you've got Archons, you've got Immortals. There's even a Void Ray. And the Void Ray and the Oracle are still alive.
Oh no. Zesty just lost his entire Mutaflock.
Yeah. This is not cool for Zesty. I think Zesty is pretty much done in this game. It's the one
It's
left.
gonna be like I feel like if Bush falls asleep at his keyboard for a little bit, that is a lot of spine crawlers. Never mind. Like if Bush can't break that, and like maybe gives Zesty enough time to get something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Now this is where we get to it that warp prisms. You can just skip all of this and go straight into the main. But it seems like Bush doesn't care. Just pushes right on into these spines. It's a lot of Archons. They're beefy enough, and they just clean it all up. Especially with the Immortals as backup. That's a lot of storms in this army.
Yes, and that is a lot of Archons and a lot of drones going down over.
And GG's called. Bush evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1 ace match.
I am very excited for this H match. I feel like both players showed some different strengths, and I feel like we could get a potentially very interesting game here.
Hold up. Looks like Bush has to go, apparently. They are forfeiting the match. Yeah. Looks like so Zesty will be moving on by default. Alright, it's a bit of a shame. Actually, I had a nice PvZ going on here. Bush was making a comeback.
Indeed. I feel like Bush, like he made like good adjustments. He set up nicely for the next game. And he's like, he played such a good game. And while Zesty played a slightly different strategy, I feel like this is an incredibly doable game 3.
Yeah. All right. So let's inform the other players. See where the other players are. We got MarsBar and Wojtek. I believe we're playing it. We can play it on EU.
Maybe.
Yeah. So it's Latvia versus Poland. Sorry, Lithuania or Latvia? Sorry, I gotta look at the flags again. I keep forgetting this. No, it's actually Bush from Lithuania. MarsBar is actually from UK. It's look,
We got there.
you logged in into your Twitch account. You are following this channel. You came into this channel and you're listening to me. It's all your fault.
Yes.
You
Blame me.
don't have to be here. I don't see Wojtek in chat though.
Maybe he swapped to EU. I'm not sure.
Let's find them. Let's ping them. In Discord. Yep. There's MarsBar. I'm gonna have to wait for Wojtek. I mean, Wojtek probably thinks there's some more time, you know, because
Yeah.
years will be going on. Did have a bit of an like this this match went a little quicker than you expected.
Yeah, PvZ generally I think lasts like about 2 hours per game. So
2 hours per game, yes.
the fact that it ended in very shortly is definitely catches some players off guard. But that's waiting for.
But look, real life sometimes it calls you and you gotta go. You just gotta go.
Yes, as I wonder where Kuro went because maybe Kuro's looking on EU. I'm not sure.
Could be. Krupp is saying that Wojtek is not on EU.
Okay, we found a MarsBar though, so we're just missing Wojtek and.
Yeah, MarsBar is here. Wojtek is still. Let's see if he's in chat. Is Wojtek Star in Twitch chat? I'm assuming that's Wojtek. Yeah. Okay, so they're in chat. I did ping them on Discord, but
Maybe Twitch chat's the place they're watching, and they just haven't made in the background. I don't know. That's
I think by now the stream is caught up to the end of the match, so it should be here.
Should be. We'll find them eventually. They always players usually turn up. However, we do have that walkover rule, and when's the walkover? They have like 10 minutes, I think, or something like that. Maybe 12.
15 minutes. 15.
Okay. 15.
In the meantime, we can tell you about our Patreon page! Patreon in chat. We'll take you to our Patreon page where you can pledge to support the CranKy Ducklings and our many endeavors in the StarCraft 2 esports scene. If you pledge to support us with $5 or more per month, you get access to our subscribers only chat in Discord, and you can join us in team games, you can join the voice channels, you can help Yakuzaku with his homework, and you get replay packs, which are pretty awesome. So that's a great benefit. And if you subscribe to the CranKy Ducklings right here on Twitch, you also get some wonderful emotes. Look at them. They're awesome. Little ducklings.
Yes.
Hey, there's Wojtek.
Oh, we found him.
Hey. Let's remove Zesty. Now, we can still suggest moving on to Europe. Well, Wojtek hasn't joined the party yet, though.
He is online though, so it is good progress. We're a lot closer to getting the game started than we were.
Yeah. I want to ask them, but Wojtek still isn't in the party. Oh, there it is. There he is. Let's ask them if they want to switch to EU. That's better ping. It's not for me apparently, because I get awful ping there. Okay.
Both seem to agree. All right.
Okay. General CranKy Ducklings. Let's get a switch, and we can get some Euro Party. Euro Party. Look, I have to buy time somehow. There's no game happening. We have to cover for it. We have to
It's
entertain.
excellent. I do approve.
We have to entertain the people.
Yes, 10 of 10. Excellent Euro party. As now we almost have our party ready, and I'm very excited to see what exactly these players have in store, because
What's
TVC
Disco? What's Disco Pollo group? Koro is saying better Eurodance than Disco Polo or Pollo. Oh, it's Polish disco. All right, she said she talked about this. Yeah, we've been through this, but well, of course we've been through this, but we've been through this. You know who I am. You know how old I am. Give me a break.
I mean, I haven't been through this, but I will take your word for it that it's Polish disco.
I wasn't born yesterday, and I wasn't born the day before that, or the day before that, the day before that, or the day before, the day before, the day before that.
It's a very specific type of disco. All right, that's very good to know, Kuro.
Yeah, it's like very like trashy, like cheap Polish disco.
Fair, good time. Essence of cringe. Good to hear.
Essence of cringe. Yeah, it's like yeah. There it is. Wojtek. Speaking of Poland,
Yeah.
Wojtek are a hype Polish Terran. Hold up.
There we go.
Load this up. Marsman. No, MarsBar, not Marsman. Marsman is a different player. I get confused. Okay, so our first map shall be Romanticide, as that is the map in the map pool for the semifinals.
Yep.
Hopefully, my connection to EU will be better than what it was on Wednesday. Otherwise, I'm just going to be casting from a slideshow. Which is
I mean, it's a very
awful.
fancy PowerPoint. I'm sure you've got this.
The graphics are great, but the flow of the presentation isn't there.
Yes, as we got one player ready. Almost got that second player ready, and then we can get into a very exciting TVZ. I'm very curious how MarsBars will deal with Wojtek, because I feel like Wojtek is a very aggressive, droppy Terran player, and that's sometimes hard for Zergs to deal with.
All right, both players are ready. Let's get right on to it. TVZ, no more Protosay. No, the Protosay are out. This is either ZVZ or TVZ finals. And you saw MarsBar going up against nobody earlier on. And I believe Red Gunner guy is also Terran, right?
I think so. I can double check.
I seem to remember. I think he's Terran.
It says on Wikipedia that he's Zerg. Maybe he race switches though.
No. Right. He switches a lot. He's on the path to get Grandmaster on all of them.
Ooh.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide. LE, where love goes to die. We have to see if he's out on the map. It's in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing no one but himself, the current defending runner-up of the MSO. It is our Green Terran, Wojtek.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, playing for the Art of Warfare and representing the UK, give it up for the Red Zerg player of MarsBar.
All right, Wojtek opening up. strong and fast, aggressive, 2 racks. Looks like it'd be Reaper based on the location.
It's looking a lot like Reaper, yeah. But you know, the strength of Proxy 2 and 3x in tournaments has to be insane. I've never seen a strategy lose, so I'm wondering if that streak will keep up tonight.
Oh, we got raided. Techno, thank you for that raid. Welcome everyone.
Yes, welcome. As it is Marines to start, so
Yeah. Alright, Marines. Oh,
that's so clever.
yeah, eating the minerals and then pushing forward. It's gonna shorten the attack path for these Marines. Yeah, my ping is garbage. Like at 450 or 500. It's worse than to the US right now. I'm getting slight frame skips, but it's mostly it's fine. All right, Wojtek moves in, sets up a bunker.
Yeah, but only gets 2 bunkers in the end, and drones are finally pulled, but they're getting pulled out of the natural. And is MarsBar just giving up the natural? What's the plan here?
Yeah, it seems so. MarsBar not bringing drones to defend. Gonna wait for the queens to pop out. That queen may be caught out. The Overlord is gonna actually tank a lot of damage for it. Away into the bunker, and the queen gets away, so MarsBar can set up a decent defense on the high ground. Wojcio is on the way.
Queens are marching towards that natural. The Lings also going out, trying to do what they can with these 2 bunkers, and SCVs to prepare them, at least for now. They do get focused down, but not before all the Lings die. And the Marines are now just stutter stepping forward onto those Queens. That is very scary.
Oh, yeah, the Queens go down. Wojtek. I was about to say steaming forward, but then there ain't no steam here. This is just Marines. Only Marines. No nothing. No steam, no nothing. 11 workers go down. 12 workers go down. More Marines are joining the fight. 15 drones go down. The bunkers... So at least one of them will get reclaimed there. One Marine left in the bunker. Wojtek will have to defend at home now. There's not much to defend. When I say not much, I mean there's nothing. Literally nothing. The factory is still making a reactor. If it gets a couple of Hellions out, it should be okay. But I don't know if it needs to bring SCVs to defend this wall right now.
Yeah, SCVs right away. Oh no, SCVs, please.
Okay, it's bringing them in. It's bringing them in. Even the mule is coming to help. Okay, the mule gets sent back home. Go get minerals, mule. You're being wasted here. Okay. Wojtek should be fine. The Hellions are halfway done. The wall is holding.
But there's a
Ravager comes in. Yeah, as long as Wojtek dodges these piles, it should be okay. And come the Hellions. They just need to dodge the bias and they are a-okay. Wojtek is in a fine position. The barracks have landed. They started making Marines. No, you gotta dodge though. Oh no.
9 SCVs have gone down so far, and the Ravagers are still piling down on that bunker. The Lings are trying to get in. Bunker gets repaired up.
The Ravagers will go down though.
Oh no.
Got a dodge. Now Wojtek's still way ahead in workers. Oh, but this... it's all about that depot. That depot is all over that.
Oh, but he
another,
trial.
Another Hellion comes out. As long as that Hellion stays alive, Wojtek is fine. Okay, there's that wild dodge. Even manages to kill the roach, so it's just 1 Ravager left for MarsBar. And Wojtek gets away with it. And look at that, Wojtek. How many bases does Wojtek have right now? He's got... I didn't even notice he's got 2 extra command centers.
Wojtek has a suspicious amount of command centers at the minute.
What a greed fest.
Interesting game so far, as the Ravager has a couple more roach friends and is now trying to break the wall once again. But
I love it. There is a bunker on the high ground though, so it's gonna be a lot tougher to break the Terran from here on out.
Yeah, but SCVs, they all start to go down. One more gets pulled, and I feel like Wojciech, well, he has like a very clean defense. He's lacking.
A tank is coming in. As long as the bunker holds until the tank comes in. Once the siege deck is sieged, this is over. And the game probably will be over because MarsBar has not been droning out. Not been covering it. There's your tank, siege. As long as you stay away from that. There you go. Bringing in the Overlord to get some high ground vision, but yeah, this is Wojtek, yeah, there we go. Killing the Overlord, GG is called, and Wojtek, with a cheeky opening, gets a point on the board.
Yeah,
Very,
really.
very nicely done.
You know, Steel.
Yeah.
The win rate of proxy 2 racks and 3 racks is absolutely insane.
I never see the strategy lose. Hashtag memes, hashtag copy pasta, hashtag go for it. Jaganatha is going to be our next map. See, I said that wrong because I said it without the hands. Is it Jaganatha?
Jaganatha.
This is the difference. There's a huge difference between you if you throw your arms up or you don't.
Exactly.
Let's check. Gonna make sure MarsBar plays a Zerg and not the Terran. Let's see if everybody's ready. Now, for those who are keeping up with the map bingo, we still have Pillars of Gold and Oxide left.
Yeah, we did get in Light Shade, which is nice. As
Yeah.
it's sometimes a map that's a bit difficult to find, but you know, Pillars of Gold and Oxide I feel like are slightly more common maps, and so we might just see them tonight.
We haven't seen them today yet, so. How many of these Home Story Cup banners are there? Because every time I see this, it's a different one.
You know, I'm not actually sure. I think it's like 3.
You're saying it's 2 or 3. All right. All right. Speaking of 2 or 3, it's maybe the number of barracks that Wojtek will be building right now. We are on Jakarta. LE. LE, in case you did not know, stands for Lord Espresso. Lord Espresso. That's when you you know. That's who's the drink espresso is named after. Lord Espresso is an Italian lord from Italia who invented the espresso in the southwest corner of the map. The person who did not invent the Turax, all the way from the land of Poland, are Green Terran, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. It is Wojtek.
And in the upper right-hand corner, it is the red Zerg player playing for the Art of Warfare. Give it up for the United Kingdom's player of MarsBar.
Is that dark in the decal there?
I think it is. Yeah, that is dark.
No, it's pretty light. That is, I know, I did not want to say that. I was fighting with my own brain not to say that.
Light is a Zerg player, as we do have a fairly normal game developing ahead of us with a natural, Reaper, and even some lanes. But that is not.
Ooh, that is not normal.
Right as I say it.
That is a going Roach one. It's caster curse.
Unlucky, but yeah, no, that very fast Roach Warren will let MarsBars put on so much pressure for this game. I feel like this is a Lambo sort of build, something I expect him to come up with.
Now, is this a reaction to the previous game? MarsBar trying to get something defensive, or is MarsBar actually trying to cheese their way to a victory here? Because this is a big map to try and rush Ravagers out on.
Ooh, that is massive. That command center going down and linked
Yeah.
the reactor. I might even get it.
But Wojtek immediately starts it on the high ground. The reactor is still not repairable. Wojtek needs to realize that something is afoot. The Reaper. The Reaper sees the roaches.
Yes, the Ripper knows that the roaches are on the way and does also live, so would be able to dive back in or just provide some stall time by using the grenade. With 2 bunkers and the starport on the way, I feel like Wojtek is in a pretty good position.
Yeah. Alien is out. There are bunkers like at the back as well. So it's Wojtek should be okay here, I think.
Yeah, I think so. These roaches, they are able to get some pickoffs here against the Marines. It's a very nice effort. To get the bunkers, you do kind of need to be Ravagers, and there's only really one of those so far.
Where's the factory? Doesn't have a tech lab on it yet. It's now being made. So tanks are going to be a while. SCVs are coming in to repair the add-on and the supply depot. Gonna be doing the biles. Nicely done. This is buying Wojtek so much time. There you go, tank is on the way. What?
Oh,
How committed MarsBar is to this? I don't think it's super committed. There's link speed on the way.
Yeah, he's got a link on the way. He's also got like a really nice drone count. Up to 35 versus the 24 of Wojtek, and he's making more. I feel like MarsBar just kind of wanted to delay the growth of Wojtek, and now that he has, I feel like he can pretty comfortably just take a 3rd base and a 4th base and even get like even the layer going.
Yeah. That tank just painting in roach blood. Because that is just white. A Banshee is on the way for Wojtek with Cloak. I'm surprised there's not a 3rd base already. Already prepared. MarsBar is getting more gases and a 3rd.
Yeah, I feel like Wojtek, he's a bit economically behind, but like if he gets a 3rd base down here pretty soon, and maybe these Banshees will be able to do something, I feel like he'll be right back in it. But that worker gap is just so large already.
Yeah, that worker gap is insane. But mules help you to sort of cover some of that up, and Wojtek would be playing bunkery anyway, so it's not like he needs that money right now. As long as the harassment on the other side of the map goes well, I think Wojtek should be okay. Still got that Reaper standing there on the other side of the map, just chilling.
Yeah, but it's in a safe spot, and
Oh no, it's actually moving. Yeah, it's gonna send the Reaper forward. Try to scout what's going on. It's in the main right now.
That's nice. Gets by the Queens. Also getting a drone is absolutely massive, and seeing what's going on.
It's 2 drones actually.
2 drones. Gee.
This is pulling the Queens away from the. No, it's actually not pulling the Queens away from the natural. MarsBar is not taking the bait. But now the double Banshee is here. One-shotting. Pro drones! Oh, that Banshee is low on health. It's got 2 health points.
Scarily low on health. I feel like Wojtek just has to get out of here while he can. Because that or sack everything for a large group of drones. Because the Queens are here putting on so much pressure.
Oh, he managed to find an opening here where there's no detection. But the energy on those Banshees is about to run out. Still, killing 9 drones is pretty good. It sort of evens up the income at the moment.
Yeah,
12 now.
Does, and 1 Banshee does go down, but there's a 2nd Banshee alive, and I feel like you could decloak, stick in the corner, and save it for later. But there's a Spire on the way, so MarsBar really has to scout the Spire soon.
Wojtek, you mean? MarsBar already knows about. I'm assuming MarsBar knows about the
Yeah,
spire.
sorry.
Although it sometimes happens when you plop down the wrong building, and maybe you don't. Maybe you do need to scout your own building every now and again to see to see what building you have.
Yeah, Marines are now dropping, and Wojtek is heading out towards that third base, which is important because he doesn't know about the spire.
No, MarsBar sees this with the Zergling spread. Zergling creep. That's on the other side of the map. So knows that this is coming, already setting up a defense.
Yeah, but also taking a fourth base. That's really an instant call. If it goes up, I feel like it's going to be a massive play, especially considering the whole army's here. I feel like it's a good chance of getting up, but Bling's pull.
Yeah. The speed banes are coming in. Wojtek has to get off creep and pick up. Wojtek is setting up a third base while this is going on, so this is already working something for the Terran, but the Mutalisks are on the way. We have 9 of them on the way, so that's not even a problem yet. For those who are wondering, the terms are, if you have more than 10 Mutalisks, that's a problem. More than 20 Mutalisks is a catastrophe, and more than 30 is an apocalypse of Mutalisks. These are the terms of venery for Mutalisks. They're official, because I decided that they are. And I made an infographic about it as well, so, you know.
Yeah,
I guess I'm the authority.
You are indeed the authority on the names of Mutalisk groups, as this problem of mutas is on the other side of the map, unable to kill the medevacs, but the banelings are able to force things to lift off as a tank hitting
catching
top.
tanks.
Oh no.
That's very nicely done. And starting to march on SCVs as well, but MarsBar gets supply blocked. They're losing these overlords. Gonna be delayed a bit. Oh, the Marines catch a couple of Mutalisks there. The Banshee goes down. And I think this is pretty much the end of the Muta play here for MarsBar. Wojtek is going to be more and more prepared to do it. Oh, nice transfuse on that Evo chamber. Gonna save the upgrade. Wojtek was almost managed to deny that.
Barely keeping it alive as the mutas are diving into the main base once again, but there's a missile turret and so many Marines up here. You really can't, as Thor's also on the way, and we have a whole new problem of Mutalisks almost upon our hands.
Yeah, we almost have a catastrophe. We have 19. Only one more. This is but Wojtek is prepared, you know, getting the Thors, getting turrets all over the place, getting more Marines. 1-1 is about to finish for Wojtek. And yeah, Mutas may not be the best play here, I think, for MarsBar.
Yeah, MarsBar is getting that infestation bit, so opting for like a little bit of a future in this game. However, there's just so much Terran. And
Banes!
that is a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, Wojtek's tanks weren't all sieged here. It's a very risky move. Moving out on creep. The Banes roll in. The Mutalisks come in from behind. Are the Banes going to be enough? Splits from Wojtek. Split puppies. I don't know if there's enough. We're gonna have left. There's too much Zerg. All the Terran army disappears.
Yeah, the Zerg player, really nice job. They got that wraparound. The Banelings were able to get those connections. And Wojtek is going to have the medevac count basically completely reset. And however, there are Thors, which they're going to do something, but is it enough?
Yeah, I don't know. Also, Woodkid05, thank you for subbing. Zerg supremacy, best supremacy. It depends on you. You ask. If you ask the Zergs, I'm sure they'll agree. All right. So we owe you 15 quacks for the 15 months. Quack, 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 quack. There you go. Nice and simple. Alright. So MarsBar, spreading creep, getting a 5th base. Wojtek, looks like Wojtek's trying to go for a 4th base? Question mark? Is there another command center there? Yeah, there is. Wojtek managing to maybe deny the 5th base here? No, we'll have to back away. There are way too many banelings.
Oh, and the Muta's getting caught by the Marines in the middle of the map. Really nice job by Wojcio to get a little something here and there. The medevac in the main goes down, but these Marines finding some
All 19 mutalisks are dead. Yeah, but they're not really part of the main army anyway, so I don't think it's not much of a crutch for MarsBar at this point of the game.
Yeah, what was a problem is no more, as Wojtek is still making Thors, which is an interesting call when the muta count is completely reset, and I'm wondering if he just doesn't realize that more mutas aren't being made.
I think so.
That is so many.
Okay, Ducklings coming in, the banelings roll behind them. They go straight to the Marines. No, but they back away.
Oh!
Still great connections there. Tank wasn't sieged.
Oh, but the banelings are mostly cleaned up, and only 12 workers went down, so it's not terrible. However, it's still quite a big problem as the fourth base it is landing, and it's 50 to 88 SCVs.
Yeah, and it's not even a planetary fortress, so it can't really defend itself. It's an orbital command, which does give you more mules, to be fair. Which Wojtek really needs right now. Income is heavily in favor of MarsBar by like 1,000 minerals per minute.
Yes, that is definitely a decent problem. However, this is a very scary army, and while there are lurkers on the way, until the lurkers are out, I feel like this could maybe get something done.
No, I don't know. Banelings are being made, 16 of them. The lurkers are here. They're dug in. They do have the upgrade for the range. There is a scan though. Those are pretty biffy. They can tank for the Marines. The Marines are going back and forth, trying to let the banelings crush into the Thors, but they do manage to get to the Marines, and so many of them die.
Oh no.
They both lose a lot of army supply, but this is all about the recoverability, and MarsBar just has such a greater income right now. More than double gas, more than 1,000 per minute in minerals. It's 18 hydralisks being made. That's a lot of lurkers in the future.
It's also 92 drones, and so you can trade armies like this all day if you're MarsBar. As the Lings, they are pushing forward. The Hydras are providing so much DPS in the background, and I feel like maybe MarsBar has done it.
Yeah. I don't see how Wojtek can really deal with this.
I mean, there's like always a chance that you just like lose like your keyboard for a little bit.
Well, maybe the internet drops down. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, always chances, always chances. However,
Your opponent has to go to work, so you forfeit the game. It's now with the Vipers here as well. You know, it's such a great utility unit in TVZ.
you know, they do so much. They're such a utility spellcaster with the Yoinks doing so, just getting units out of position. I feel like maybe a Parabomb would...
Yeah, Parabomb with the Medivacs would be great. Joinking the Medivacs into the Hydralisks would be great. Blinding Clouds on the tanks is great. It's such a useful unit.
Actually insane, as there's a little bit of a flank. All the tanks are gone, bar one. However, that gets killed too, and... Oh man, Wojtek's really struggling to defend here.
Yeah. The fourth is going down. Was killed. Was destroyed. And MarsBar was just leapfrogging ahead with the lurkers. As long as the Hydralisks and the Vipers in support. This is just not... Yeah, this is... the bio is just not going to be enough. Oh, and it's running right on top of the lurkers. Oh no.
Oh, that is not good. But we do have boys being pulled now.
The boys, they're just the lurkers. They're going straight to the... No. 40. It simply died in like 2 seconds. Oh.
No. But hey, we have a series on our hand.
Yes, we have ourselves an ace match. A sideways 1-1. Let's make sure we hydrate our hydras. Our voices don't become dry, you know.
Exactly. Super important that you keep your voice lubricated with some water.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be Wojtek's choice of a map. Actually, you know that every now and again you get like a scratch in the back of your mouth?
Yeah.
And it's just very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's like it's not infected or anything, which is fine. It's just very annoying. It constantly feels like my throat is sore, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So, gotta hydrate. Light Shade is going to be our next map. And I was like, where do I select server? And they're like, oh wait, we're on EU. I forgot.
No server selection required for EU.
Yeah, you get crap server no matter what you do. Still have like 400 ping here for some damn reason.
Oof.
Okay, both players are ready. Let's get right onto it. Game number 3, the ace match. Whoever wins this gets into the final to face Zesty, our brand new Zerg. Says this is Wojtek's chance, no Protoss anymore.
Yeah, I feel like Wojtek, this is one of his stronger matchups for sure, and I'd like to see him try once again, maybe something a little bit cheeky, because the MarsBars look so good in that proxy, or in the non-proxy game.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to Lightshade, the lightest map in the map pool, except it isn't. It's all gray. LE, in case you were not made aware, stands for lugubrious acceleration. Lugubrious acceleration. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what lugubrious means. It is a word. It's in the dictionary, but I'll look it up. In the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, current reigning runner-up of Master Swan Open, working on his first championship, our Green Terran is in fact Wojtek.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, playing Zerg, representing the art of warfare and the country of the United Kingdom. Give it up for the red Zerg player of MarsBar.
Okay, lugubrious, mournful, dismal, or gloomy, especially to an exaggerated or ludicrous degree. Characterized by or expressing mourning or sorrow. So, and as Group is pointing out, we have CC first from Wojtek.
Oh yeah,
So the opposite of what she is.
Yeah, that is indeed a CC first. It's maybe we do got 2 racks though, so best of both worlds, going for that economic play and getting 2 racks.
Okay, so it's gonna be weird either way.
Yes, you never know. Maybe they'll march like.
Where's Kerwin in chat when you need him? Kerwin, please explain. Kerwin's like,
Yeah.
actually, this is this is a very common Terran strategy.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one at the very least. There is a lot of gas though, so maybe a factory will be going down here soon, or and there it is. Yep, and a Reaper also I'd like to see, just to get one and scout across the map would be very nice. However, looks like maybe just a weird CC first 2-on-1. All Future used to do this.
I mean, this is the future, so. But this is the present, but the future is going to be any second now. Alright, MarsBar is just expand. I'm guessing MarsBar saw the timing on that CC and they're like, alright, so You're super greedy. I'm just going to be super greedy as well. Getting Ling's speed. And starting to drone up.
Yeah. The link count being kept incredibly low. I actually think it's at, is it at 0? He's got 2 lings in total, which is not a very scary amount of lings at all. And so MarsBar is
Yeah.
just sitting back and building up.
MarsBar sends one of them across the map. Just one.
You know, because 1 ling is the perfect scouting tool for any occasion, as it does die to a bunch of Marines, and Stim is on the way, but that's a suspicious Marine. You don't often see 5 Marines.
Yeah. MarsBar definitely knows something is up. The question is, will they be prepared? Only droning up. There's no nothing coming. Maybe he thinks, okay, so Wojtek is going to play super defensive. I don't think Wojtek is playing defensive. Wojtek is going for steam timing here.
Yeah, that double Marine drop has dealt so much damage in the past in so many games. In a Baneling Nest, finally he's Wojtek is going to have to face some sort of defense and Banelings and force micro, but you still really need a lot of creep for these slow Banes to work, and so it's going to really come down to see what these players have.
The trick is that Wojtek denied the scouting of those 2 Rexes. So it just looks like a Terran greedy opening. I'm gonna play bunker, don't worry about me, I'm just turtling up. But there's a double drop full of Marines with steam, combat shield is on the way. And it's coming. MarsBar does have a lot of Zerglings, but there aren't any Banes yet.
Yeah, that is a good Zergling count, though. It might just be enough to catch some Marines if they're in position. However, the Marines, it looks like they're going to unload.
To the main.
Oh, no.
Alright, there are overlords to scout this. One of them goes down, so MarsBar is supply blocked. Wojtek is kind of meandering here, not going for the mineral line.
Oh, no, but he does pick up and get out. He doesn't lose any Marines yet. And may be able to get a second overlord here, which will be very nice.
Yeah, super supply blocking MarsBar made a lot of overloads, but that, means he hasn't made any army units.
Exactly.
Stepping backwards, trading nicely, going back into the main now. Oh, juking and jiving. It was a juke. It was a juke.
Juked is MarsBar, so he goes completely into the main base. Now his queens are super exposed. They get stimmed on. He goes down, maybe a third.
Very nicely done by Wojtek here. Gonna maybe overextend the queen, but there are medivacs to pick up.
Ooh,
That is
really nice job.
Yeah, that is some wonderful dropping by Wojtek. This is what you do with Wojcio. Juke and jive.
Yes.
You're agile. You are stick like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Exactly. As these Marines are trying to get forward once again, the Queen gets saved by the Marines, and with that layer nearly done and a third CC, I feel like these players are maybe gearing up for that longer game.
Yeah. Float like a medivac, steam like a Marine. That's the one.
There we go.
Steam like a Marine. Oh, we don't mind drop. Oh. There's only one spore for detection, so it's going to be difficult to intercept these Widowmines as they borrow.
Yeah, that one.
There's no armory. There's no armory though, so they're not going to be invisible for long.
Yes. Of course, that one spore will, if armor gets down, have a lot of work to do. But all the mines.
14, 20 workers. Wow, that's a great Widowmine drop.
Oh no. That is insane amount of worker damage, and as our player, you can't do that, especially when you're not like that far ahead economically wise. We got a third base landing for Terran, and Terran is up in workers, which is what you never want to have happen.
Yeah. Terran is already ahead in income, and that's before the third base is even landed. Yeah. And the Terran is way up in army. MarsBar is in such a troubling position right now. So many Marines, so many medivacs. The Widowmines are great for the splash damage. They're gonna help with the Banes. They're gonna help against the Zerglings. It's gonna be difficult to control for Wojtek, but it doesn't seem to be having control problems today. Oh, but we must
Yeah.
win it. Friendly damage! Friendly damage! Be careful of the friendly damage!
Ooh, the mines, they do get good enough connections. There is a second wave of Banes, though. Wojtek having to stim so far back even picks up. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All these medivacs pooping out Marines one by one. Oh, get the Widow Mine! Whoa! Phenomenal connections with the Widow Mines, taking out all of the Banelings, and the Marines are just steaming forward. They do have combat shields by now. And split puppy. The there is an armory now, so the Widow Mines are invisible after they shoot. So there's more longevity to them right here on the battlefield. But there aren't any more. Wojtek is out of them. I think he's just baiting. He's baiting MarsBar. MarsBar doesn't know that there aren't any more Widow Mines. There's just one at the back, and
Oh, no.
boom! Takes care of all the Banelings. Oh.
The Banelings just not really detonating on enough of those Marines. It's more being more confused. Marines are probably going to get the base here. As
Yeah, and
Banelings
reinforcements are coming in as well.
Oh, no.
There is just way too much Terran, and not enough Zerg on the map. This base is Dunzos.
Man, Wojtek, he does a really nice job. He got the base, and now he's rotating to the other side. I really like this wall. This does let MarsBars get a Baneling count for now. You really can't sustain on 3 base to 3 versus Terran Fire.
There's a bit of a harassment here. I say harassment, it's a handful of Zerglings. The reinforcements of Wojtek intercepted, so it's not going to be doing much. Wojtek is getting a 4th command center. No. Oh, there is. No, actually there is. There's an orbital already prepared. It's being floated.
Yeah, really nice. You, as his army, it's getting really far forward, and I'm starting to worry about MarsBar.
Like the splits. Look at the pre-splits though, with the Widow Mines in the middle.
Oh no. Oh no, the Marines.
The Terran in me, has been smiling for the past 5 minutes. You know, I just realized I've been smiling the entire time. As GG is called, Wojtek will be your second finalist for today, as we have ourselves TVZ finals. Woo! MarsBar is saying good luck in finals. Very honorable. It's been. I'm trying to say when was the last time we had TVZ final? It was in October. Lock versus Nameless. We don't have a lot of TVZs in the finals. It's usually Protoss in the finals.
Unfortunately.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we're on the EU server.
US. We are going to finish up in the US because Zesty is from the US.
Right.
Let's switch back to Americas. Fletch, how you doing? Vavin was taken out in the first round by this very other finalist, by Zesty. So Wojtek going to have not only the chance to avenge Vavin, his countryman, but also the chance to get a championship because Vavin is out of the way. Wojtek must be super happy. This is the best opportunity Wojtek has had in a long time to get a Master Swan Open championship. Alright, let's set up the party. This is party in the USA.
It is indeed a party here in the USA. As I'm very excited.
It's a song by someone, right? It's like a
Miley Cyrus, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I know. I only know about it because Weird Al Yankovic made a parody of it. I never heard the original.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's Party in the CIA.
Oh yeah, I love the Weird Al cover. I didn't think that the original. It was such a big thing in the U.S. For such a long time. It's curious that not everyone has quite heard Party. In
Yeah,
the
I'm not up to pop culture to begin with, especially not like you know. that kind of pop idol type music.
Mhm.
It's not really my thing. And also, I don't think that song was like played out here in the country, like on radios and stuff.
Fair enough.
Seems to be it's a song called "Party in the USA" by a teen American Idol type singer. So not necessarily something that translates well outside. All right, so we have everybody, right?
Yeah, I think we have everyone. We're just waiting to get.
No, Wojtek still hasn't. We shot him an invite, but he's not joined yet.
Okay.
I'll tell him to join the party. Hey, wait, are we taking a break before the finals? Group, I don't need one.
Are we? Wojtek, thank you.
Okay,
That's
Kuro is okay. So no. Kuro is sometimes you ask her a question and she just asks you back, and you're like, okay, this is not helpful information.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the answer is going to be no. We're not taking a break. We're going to jump straight into it if we can get Wojtek, but still not Wojtek. Maybe Wojtek thought we were getting a break before the finals.
Could be. I don't know. I invited him as soon as he entered the server, so should be here. Or we could take a break. I don't know. Maybe we should.
Maybe.
All right, so let's take a break while we set up this, so that you don't have to sit around and listen to us waiting for someone. In the meantime, take this time to hydrate your hydras, drain your disruptors, stretch your roaches, and we'll be back in 5 minutes with the final match between Wojtek and Zesty. Do not go anywhere, or I will not forgive you. And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those duct tapes. Always fun to have them around. They're really funny. Made by our resident editor, Vortex. Shout out to Vortex if he's around. We are set up with our final match here for today. This is Wojtek versus Zesty. Both players are ready. Let's get right onto it. Our first map is going to be Yakanatha LE. This is a best of 5, of course. Gotta remember that. So it's gonna be hype. I'm excited.
Yes, I am also very excited to see this ZVT here on Jagannatha. Both these players have played such good games so far. Curious what happens when they face each other.
Yeah. Now, Wojtek has had quite a bit of practice with TVZ today. So gonna be well warmed up for this. I'm assuming Zesty was in chat watching the stream, so maybe kind of knows a little bit about what Wojtek is bringing to the table here. Anyway, we are on Yakanatha LE. LE, just in case you are not made aware of, stands for Limerick Equilibrium. Limerick Equilibrium. That's when you have exactly five lines into a song, and they're all at equal length. It's equilibrium. It's equal. It's in the southwest corner of the map. Probably knows what they're doing better than I. Our pink Zerg, all the way from the USA, representing Team GDA. It's Zesty.
And in the upper right-hand corner, in the green, playing for the country of Poland. But other than that, I think it's just himself. It's proxying through racks, Wojtek.
Now Wojtek is being cheeky.
You know, the win rate of proxy 2 racks / 3 racks in tournaments has to be absolutely insane. I've never seen this strategy
strategy lose. Ever.
Ever. Not once. Let's see. Oh, it's the 4 racks. Oh, baby.
Where's Duckville when you need him? Duckville
this-
is is our frequent watcher who always copy pastes in the chat.
Yes, as... Ooh. Oh, the Overlord's going to scout it. Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. It is Punarad. But the Marines are already out. The SCVs are on the way. If they catch this Overlord, this is a great catch for Wojtek. And come on, start us up. One more shot. Boom.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Helps.
For Zesty.
Oh, no.
Okay, the workers are being pulled, but the Marines, they're starter stepping. They're gonna get surrounded. The bunkers aren't finished quite yet. The Marines are going to all go down. 5 drones are dead. More Marines are on the way. The bunkers are finished now. Well, one of them is.
Oh, no. You got 1 bunker finished, but no Marines to fill it as the Lings are out. However, 6 SCVs, or 6 drones, excuse me, have gone down. Now that they're
Marines coming though.
Oh, no.
Where are they? There they are. There's another SCV here. They'll be able to repair. Oh, he's finishing the other bunker. Okay, and salvaging the one that was injured.
Yeah, and so he is able to get a big investment back, is Wojciech. But these are-
Zesty again.
Oh, no. And that
Man.
was so... I'm so worried.
This is a nice contain for Wojtek, but I don't know if it did enough damage in terms of worker kills.
Yeah, more Marines are coming forward. He's going to try and get more workers here, and there just isn't a whole lot of defense. I wonder if this natural will die. I feel like Wojciech needs to do something about it.
Yeah, you can't just let the Marines stand here and do damage naturally. Trying to get us around here, trying to block the Marines from getting to the bunker. They kind of do, but they kill all of those Ducklings. And this is it. This is just Marines versus Queens. Nice transfuses, but they don't last for long.
Yeah, all the Queens going down. The Marines are now nicely in the mineral line. Drones get pulled, and Lings, they try and get something done. They cut off reinforcements for a while, but they're just more
Marines coming in, though.
No.
And the bunker is still up and running. This hatchery will go down. Zesty sending Zerglings across the map to try and do some damage. Wojtek at home has nothing. There's a wall and SCVs.
Yeah, those SCVs, he's starting to build a couple now, but he's going to need to pull something off of the mineral line just to not lose his whole mineral line as the Marines, they losing a couple. Oh, no.
Oh, he's actually sending the Marines on foot back home? No. I'm gonna keep on pushing here. There are no defenses on the high ground, no spines, no nothing.
And
Wojtek
yeah,
is going to have to rely on repairs at home to say what happened? Why is there an injured SCV there?
that's a good question. I'm very curious how that got
What
there.
could have hurt it?
I've got a couple of questions, as only 3 Marines at a time are being produced now, and I feel like this is a good call considering there are a couple of Lings on the other side of the map, and you really want to be making some SCVs to sort of transition. But there's this Marine count so high, I feel like Zesty is in trouble.
This is a high ground vision with the barracks. Wojtek trying to bait Zesty into pulling. Oh, builds an impromptu wall with the barracks. Very nice. Then starts to make Marines.
I love it. I love it.
The BM Marine production. Oh no.
Everything gets pulled here, and this is so many Marines. It's gonna burn through absolutely everything. 12.
Everything is there. GG is gold. Wojtek with 1 point on the board already.
Really nicely done.
What's the copy pasta for 4x?
I don't actually have one. Funnily enough.
It's just a Pog champion mode.
Yes, PogChamp. I'll put all of the PogChamps in chat as.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Lightshade is the next one. So Zesty opting for a little bit of a different map. I'm curious what adjustments Zesty will do. Do you think he'll go for a pool first, or?
Could be. I mean, it's not reasonable to assume that that Wojtek is going to go for another proxy again. You know, this is the once in a match type thing, right? Oh wait, no, I didn't exchange the right player. Never mind. Okay, now we're good. See if everyone is prepared. I don't think Wojtek will go for it again.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you, but it worked so well. I feel like it's not a bad strat. Just like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And maybe it's just the fact that I'm such an aggressive player in me, but it worked the first time. So why not try something, even if it's not the same 4 racks, maybe like do a 2 racks and see how much you can.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Rippers. This is not the best Ripper map, so I don't know. I mean, there is like 2 paths to the main, but they're kind of like in the same area, so it's not like you have a lot of freedom with Mass Reaper moving around. But I don't see Marines working again. Not when Zesty is like aware of what's going on. Anyway, we are on Lightshade, LE. Lightshade, the lightest map in the map pool, except it isn't. LE, in case you did not know, stands for level-headed enigma. Level-headed enigma. That's when someone is reasonable and yet somehow, like, they don't make sense. You know, Yakuzaku is a good example. Yeah, it's very reasonable, but that makes no sense. In the northwest corner of the map, going pool first with 2 guesses, it is our pink Zerg, all the way from the USA, representing Team GDA. Zesty.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, in the green, hailing from Poland, and gonna have to defend a very aggressive cheese. Give it up for the Terran player of Wojtek.
Alrighty. What is Zesty going? This is Roaches. Yeah, 1 base Roach. Oh boy. Yeah, we got full gas mining right now for Zesty. 6 drones on gas. Wojtek sending an SCV scout.
Oh man, this SCV scout's gonna be really big. It's gonna make the response just go so much better for Wojtek. I'm very curious if he's gonna try and defend the low ground though.
I don't know. I mean, this is probably going to prompt Wojtek to get the command center on the high ground, which he does. Yeah. This is yeah. You go in, you see no hatchery on the natural. You take your command center on the high ground. Wojtek is kind of known to be being careful like that anyway, so I don't think that would have been a problem. He probably would have gotten the command center on the high ground anyway. But here are the Ravagers. They are coming. Wojtek setting up a bunker. The factory is on the way. Second bunker is coming as well. There's only a few Marines being made. That's the army supply. Just made 3 Ravagers and your army supply is only 4 times the Terrans.
Yeah, but hey, these Ravagers are getting here. The Reaper is not in a bunker necessarily, so I'm gonna have to go the long way around as files start to rain down, and that's a nice start.
Yeah. Another Ravager is coming in from the side as well. There is an overload for high ground vision. The Reaper is not fast enough. The Repair is not fast enough, not the Reaper. The Reaper is pretty quick. It's actually on the other side of the map right now, going to try and do counter damage while this is going on. SCVs dodge the walls.
Oh, and nothing goes down. All 4 Ravagers are still alive.
Yeah.
Another depot goes down, and man,
Wojtek was not expecting this. Despite having that early scout, did not prepare for this. The boys are being pulled. Gotta dodge the boils. On the other side of the map, the Reaper really wasn't doing much. Hold on, let me return to the thing. The Reaper is dead? No, the Reaper... Where is it?
Good question.
I'm trying to see where it is on the map right now. Oh, it was coming back home. Yeah.
That explains it.
So yeah, I always thought it would be on the other side of the map, just killing drones, but nope. Maybe it was a misclick or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, Oxide is going to be our next map.
Hey,
So-
one more off map bingo.
Yeah, we just need pillars of gold.
That we do.
Alrighty, Wojtek is the player. Let's set this up. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1 here. Very quick, cheesy opening for both players. We're going to get an honorable macro game here, mLty.
I'm not thinking so, because it is Wojtek's turn to cheese. And this time I feel like he's going to
I like a choice of word. It's his turn to cheese.
Yes, as I feel like maybe he's going to go for some sort of economic cheese, like maybe going for like a really, really fast 3cc build, or maybe he'll go for a more aggressive cheese in the sense of proxy, like 3 racks marine with bunkers or something.
The stock of cheese makes me hungry.
Honestly, Sam.
Now I'm thinking of pizza. Right. Welcome, everyone. Not again. I'm making Kuro hungry again with the food talk. Sorry. Welcome to Oxide LE, where we are all oxidized. We are breathing. Now, LE, in case you did not know, stands for liver enjoyment. Liver enjoyment. That's when you have like a little liver that is very nice to pull and push. You like enjoy pushing it back and forward, turning the lights on and off. In the northeast corner of the map, currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 match. Final of today's Master Swan Open, the number 55, all the way from the USA, representing Team GDA. It is our Pink Zerg, Zesty. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, our Green Terran, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 final match series of today's Master Swan Open, the number 55. It is Wojtek.
Going for that CC first build once again. Very interesting. We've seen this a couple of times today, and I really like this it's a little bit more greedy. It's not necessarily unsafe, but it is it can be punished by some really early pool first, and this is a pool first, but it's not a like super early 12 pool or anything, so the CC should finish.
Yeah, and also the fact that there are 2 barracks at the beginning, that's pretty strong production, early on for the Terran. So as long as the Terran can buy a little bit of time defending any kind of early Zerg aggression, they should be fine in the long run.
Agreed.
It is agreed. It is a greedy opening.
Yes, as these 2 lings, or 4 lings even, head out across the map, and a third base is being taken much earlier than maybe we otherwise would, as, generally speaking, like a Baneling Nester, even an extra queen or 2 gets made, but up a bit quicker.
Zesty saw that the timing on the natural was like, oh, you're getting an orbital command already, then you were greedy. I shall be greedy too.
Exactly.
Oh, that SCV gets a reprieve. Nope, gonna get dieted. The Marines are out. Zesty sees the Thorax.
And He starts on Stim, only one Marine out, and it's not actually attacking the Lings just yet. Only now shoos them away, and with the in the main base, I worry for Vojtek a little bit.
Yeah, this is not going to work as well as it did against MarsBar. I think MarsBar didn't scout the Turax, wasn't really unaware of what's going on. But Wojtek, this time Zesty knows a bit more about what's going to happen. Has that early spawning pool. Going to be a lot more prepared and already playing greedy, knowing that Wojtek is also playing greedy. There are 3 orbital commands already. We're not even 4 minutes into the game. And even without expansion, it's just a lot of mules. Steam is about to finish as well.
Stim finishing, and like tanks are being made in the background. I feel like this could be a very, very dangerous push out of Vojtek. As that starport is still flying. Only
No,
now
it
getting landed.
is landed. So we're going to have medivacs with this. Very important to get medivacs. The bunker gets salvaged. Is that?
I think that's 3.
No, he already. Did I miscount? No, he already had. Oh, I miscount. I thought he already had 3. Never mind. I thought he was already getting that 3rd before. I got confused.
He had lift off, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I forgot that he lifted off. It's like my brain got short-circuited there.
That's a lot of queens.
Karen, how many friends did you bring here today, Karen? I'm trying to count, but I don't keep moving all the time. I'm not good. I need my glasses.
No, there's a Marauder. There's a Marauder there as well.
Yeah, I like the Marauder. Just adds a little bit of extra pressure, or HP if nothing else, as everything gets forced to lift off. That is just an insane number of queens. 9 queens going up to 10. Maybe cancel it, or no, 10 queens. Wow.
Ooh, Ducklings are going across the map. They're getting into Wojtek's natural. No, they're just lurking outside of it. There's a tank here to defend. And some Marines as well.
Oh, SCVs get pulled, everything gets repaired, and that's a lot of Ling losses for not a lot of gain. And the Marines are stimming, trying to get a queen as well.
Yeah, gonna get changed. No transfuses. Getting Zesty by surprise there. But losing a lot of the Marines here, so gonna have to back away with this attack.
Yes, however, we do have that 3rd CC now finally floating over for Wojtek, and I feel like he's got like a decent sized army. It's not the biggest army just yet, but he's got a couple of tanks, got upgrades in the way. I feel like Wojtek is setting up nicely for a strong attack, but not quite able to execute on anything super dangerous just yet.
Yeah, you're right. There's not enough Marines with this army. You need more. You need a bigger number. The 2 tanks are way too vulnerable on their own without some more beef. Especially now Zesty is also getting Baning Nest. It's going to be able to deal with the bio a little better. How many medivacs did we get? So we have 4 medivacs. Pretty good number. More barracks are being added. There's +1 weapons is about to finish. +1 armor is halfway done for Wojtek. Zesty already has 1-1. Carapace and melee.
Yeah, it's not something you see too often. The Zerg being ahead in upgrades of the Terran as these Marines are getting surrounded by
One of them gets picked up. The other gets picked up as well. Marines, let's get out of here. Let's not be here.
Oh no.
But Zesty using the opportunity. All of the army is over there in the medivacs. Going to push on forward. The armor Marines need to defend, and the main army is brought here. It's actually not dropped though. There it is. No, dropping the tanks right into the Ducklings.
Oh no.
Loses one of the tanks.
Oh, it loses the other one too. And 11 workers have gone down so far. This is absolutely...
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. Wojtek with a bit of a miss micro there. So many Zerglings running across. No, there's 69. Nice Zerglings out on the map, and 28 more are on the way. Zesty is just going to swarm.
Yes, as that is just an insane amount of Zerglings, and I feel like even with slow Banes, you could get quite a lot done, but with Baneling speed nearing completion, maybe 2/3 of the way done, I feel like, man, Zesty's just in such a good spot.
Mm-hmm. Boro on the way for some reason. Not sure what's going to do with that. Zesty is taking the brazenly the base in the west edge of the map there.
Oh,
Great Widowmine shot. There's nothing really to deal with the Banes though. It's dangerous. Wojtek only has that one Widowmine. And Marines, this is dangerous. This is not a composition that Terran wants in DBZ. You gotta have more splash damage. You gotta have some more backup.
yeah, I agree with you there. However, Zesty is now finally attacking and trying to get a good surround. The Banelings maybe connecting, getting some connections, but oh man, with the mind.
Okay, the Banes, they pretty much waste themselves on the Widowmine. Wojtek is not trading fantastically well so far.
Yeah, he does have quite a lot of bases though, so maybe that can help. However, you still just need to trade somewhat effectively. But lurkers on the way, I feel like that is a good opportunity for Zesty to start trading super effectively.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Zesty is on 6 bases. You know. And so far, just sacrificing Zerglings. Most of what the Zerg lost is Zerglings. And also, worth mentioning, no Banes were killed. That means all the Banelings of Zesty so far have detonated. Offensively. Yeah, so this is not good for the Terran. This is not good trades.
Not at all, as these Lings are getting on top of more Marines.
Liberator is a Liberator? Yeah, in Northwest there's a Liberator, and there's a Doom Drop in the main base of Zesty. It gets intercepted. The Liberator gets away. Got 3 kills on it. But, yeah, so it can come back later on.
Yeah.
But the main drop gets thwarted, and Wojtek doesn't get the kind of Doom Drop that he wanted to achieve. Get the Queen here.
Queen's getting picked off is really nice, and there isn't a
3
whole
Queens even, 4 Queens even. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Banelings.
Oh, the surgery! Is he going to... Yeah, he's targeting it, and he's going to back away. And very nice catch, but I don't know if this is going to be enough.
With 2 CCs on the way, I feel like it's a good try at it, as more racks and mines are being made as well. But by that, I feel like just Zerg, he's got lurkers, and it's going to make life so difficult if you're a Terran player.
Yeah. Crackling upgrade is on the way as well. Wojtek is actually double expanding, getting 2 command centers. I think Zesty's best base is just next to Wojtek's 4th.
Oh no.
Oh, this Zerglings is catching the worker transfer. There are reinforcements here that are able to clean this up. Wojtek drops the 4th base location of Zesty again, but there's nothing to kill there. That one Marine died to the Widowmine.
Oh man. These things, 20 workers.
Wojtek is really losing this fight. 22 SCVs go down.
Oh no.
And there's Zerglings still running around. 23 SCVs go down. Zesty is just making Zerglings. 349 Zerglings died this game.
Alright, that is insane. Couple more just died to a really nice Widowmine connection there, and with the CC being forced to lift off, and maybe getting some more as Lings go dive in and dive back out, and man, Zesty's just like, he's got so many bases, but I feel like he's just spending so much of his bank. I'm very worried.
I mean, the creep spread is phenomenal. Wojtek really can't push into that with what he has right now, which is just Marines and Medivacs and 1 tank. There are some Widow Mines, but it might help deal with the Banelings at least. Yeah, are there any Banes? There aren't. No, okay, Zesty's making a few more. Yeah. With Vortex is what Zesty has and taps out. We have Zesty on match point to win this entire tournament. I do believe there will be a Royal Order. This is their first time participating, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Zesty either. And Aurora Rotor is something that we don't often see in SDO. Usually it's like you come up for through SDO and then eventually to MSO, but...
Okay, Romanticide. If Zesty wins here, we are not going to finish the map bingo today.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. You know, we either get map bingo or we don't, so it's 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, not 50-50 because it could be a different map that's chosen in the end.
True. No, I'm saying, but like the thing, never mind. As Romanticide is our map, and there was a very nice proxy on this earlier. I wonder if I really hope I'd love to see him do it again.
All right, let's see if our players are ready. Wojtek is ready. Zesty is ready. Go, go, go! Let's get right onto it. This may very well be the last game for today. So buckle up, strap yourself in, hydrate your Hydras, stretch your Roaches, drain your Disruptors. I'm hydrating my Hydras right now.
Same. I just hydrated my own Hydra as we're loading into this, and I'd love to see what these builds are because there's so many like good cheeses you can do as Zerg and as Terran. It's hard to choose just one.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide. Romanticide, where love goes to die. LE. LE, in case you were not aware, stands for liable enamel. Liable enamel. That's when you enamel something with enamel, and it's liable to be useful. In the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the USA, representing Team GDA, currently up 1. No, yeah, up 1 on match point to win this entire tournament. Our pink Zerg is in fact Zesty.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, in the green, playing for Poland and representing the Terran race, he is Wojtek.
Now, Wojtek already establishing himself as a proper Kong in this tournament. One of our most robust players and most consistent players still hasn't managed to get a championship. Always facing a Protoss in the end, usually Vavin, and being denied that championship. But here, this is his best chance. He really, really doesn't want to lose it. This is TVZ is one of his best matchups. Really feels comfortable in it. Mm-hmm. And we have seen the comebacks before. You know, it's been known to happen.
Yeah, he only needs to win 2 in a row, which is very doable. As it is a Marine first once, or no, it's a Reaper into a Marine, sorry, excuse me. Which is, I feel like it's very trendy nowadays for people to do, just to go like a slightly later gas and get that fast Reaper, then the Marine, and then eventually teching up to something else maybe.
Alright, Reaper intercepts some Zerglings out on the map. Manages to kill one of them. But yeah, Zesty went with I think that was a pull first, right? I think went
so.
with a pull first, but not being too aggressive with it. Is a third over in the forward position of the third base is usually better for creep spread and stuff.
As this Reaper does get in and it sees everything, and the lack of drones on gas is very helpful. You can worry a lot less if you're a Terran player, just because you need gas to do the super scary things. However, this Reaper may be getting picked off. No, it does look like it'll get out, and so
Yeah, Wojtek. Yeah, getting a third base. No? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, getting a third base. That's what it is.
nice.
I just had to recount everything to make sure that he's a third, because now I'm insecure about my my base spotting abilities. Anyway, Zest is going with Roach Warren. Wojtek not quite being able to see this.
Oh no.
Gonna
Oh,
need
no.
to scan in order to know.
That's not great. That Starport is finishing up. I wonder if Ochek will just like go Banshee. It's maybe set up for it, but you really need that Banshee.
That tech lab is the starport is being set up on the tech lab. I like it's a good number of Hellion. Maybe Wojtek is even going. No, this guy just getting steam. I was about to say maybe he's going light mech, but no. Steam is on the way. It's gonna be Lings and Ravagers, I'm assuming, from Zesty? Because it's only 5 roaches.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot of roaches, and with that Banshee on the way, the roaches are going to be on quite a bit of a timer, but
Yeah,
Only
the
now-
aliens intercept them.
Wojtek having to react quick, and he's opting to continue making Banshees and go for some bunkers in the low ground. I like it, but is it going to be enough?
Is it gonna be on time?
Oh no.
The Hellions, they don't do well against roaches, but the Banshee is out now. Going to be able to help a lot. And the Hellions definitely deal with the Zerglings pretty well. They just need to survive the roaches. Zerglings managed to get into the mineral line. Hellions are going to try and intercept them. The Banshee taking care of most of the roaches. We're down to 2 roaches left. So this is doing quite a bit of damage for Wojtek's 8 SCVs go down. The Hellions are pretty much all dead.
No. All the Hellions going down is absolutely brutal as...
Yeah, this was the backstab unit for Wojtek, really.
Yeah. And now it's only like 1 Hellion and 2 Banshees? That's not a real army.
Yeah. If Wojtek had kept maybe 4 of the Hellions alive, he could have been go out of the map and try to kill some drones. But the 2 Banshees on their own, I don't think they'll be able to do enough damage to balance things out. Oh, there are only a couple of queens at home for Zesty. Okay, now there are 4, but there's only 1 spore. No, so 1 spore being made. There are already 2 prepared. So. Yeah, the Banshees, I don't see them doing too much damage unless Wojtek gets really lucky.
Yeah, as they are able to get a drone or 2 here, but really all they're good at this point is very fancy flying paperweights. Or maybe a bit of scouting as another drone goes down and Zesty in an instant spot.
What's he going to do with that scouting info? It's just economically so far behind. And get some more barracks, so there's more production. Zesty already starting on the upgrades, while Wojtek still making the tech labs, not tech labs, the NG bays. NG labs, tech bays. What have you?
The NG lab.
The NG labs, yes.
As this overseer...
Back in my day, the NG bays used to be able to fly for some reason.
Yeah, they could, yes.
Alright, so Zesty getting a Baneling nest on top of everything else. So gonna have roaches, Zerglings, Banelings, Wojtek
my.
trying to catch up. Just 14 workers behind for a long time. Even the mules can't keep up with that. Another run by forces an evacuation of the mineral line, and there's another one in the third base as well. Gonna
Oh,
get
no.
3 SCVs, I mean, Terran drones.
Yeah. Oh, no medevacs again. This has been a problem plaguing all of our Terran players today.
Yeah.
We do have like upgrades getting started, and they're not that far behind the Zerg. Plus, you know, we've got like factory and a couple more racks being thrown down. I really like Wojciech's setup.
Oh, the
But-
Bandits running into the third base! Oh no!
18.
Oh no! What a detonation! Oh,
Oh no.
oh no! Banshee is coming in again. They get an evacuation of the mineral line. Gonna kill one of the extractors here. That's nice, but there is detection here now with the overseer. This is not enough harassment. Wojtek now has the higher army supply, but I think that's not an advantage that's going to go on for long. Not when Zesty's 36 workers ahead.
Yeah, that is definitely not what you want to be seeing as a Terran player. As just being, as getting little damage here and there is a good way to like start to come back. And well, the supplies that aren't that far out, that work account is going to mean a bigger and bigger difference as time goes on. And oh, is he just doom dropping the main base?
No, is the opposite of is Doom defending. Is Doom retreating. It's the only term I can think of. The Widowmines can take up the bends. Ooh, nice connections, but yeah, Terran has to back away. There's just too much Zerg.
Yeah, a little bit of friendly fire there, but with 2-2 on the way for Terran, I feel like Wojciech is starting to get into a pretty like good position. He's just so far down in economy. I worry.
Yeah, Zesty is just making so much stuff constantly, and creep is spreading. Fourth base is up and running for Zesty. Wojtek not really able to do counter damage yet. Bringing some Hellbats. Oh, there's a Link Bane. There's a Bane flank here. Wojtek's not paying attention. The Bane's trying to hide the corner. They're gonna go from behind in the flank. No, they're going into Bane line. The race. Wojtek catches them. He knows something is up. Did he see them? I'm not sure if he saw them.
Oh no.
They're rolling to the third. They're rolling to the third.
Oh no. 20 drones and the whole army, except for a couple of Marines like escaping the medevacs, but that was absolutely massive damage. And there are still more Banelings. The Lings, they get the surround off, and the Banelings, they come rolling forward.
Oh, the third base is exploded. Oh no, this is just too much. Wojtek running away to the high ground in the main base, but this is just a lot of Zerg. 28 more SCVs dead. The upgrades for Wojtek are not quite kicking in. There's just not enough left. 10 Marines, that's 10 Marines in a middle mine. That is Wojtek's army right now.
That is not an amazing army, as mutas are on the way, and we're starting to get a problem with mutas. We're not quite there yet. The number is indeed growing.
Yeah, it's 5. It's an issue of Mutalisks. Yeah, Medivacs on the way. This is just one Medivac is full, the other just has 2 Marines in it. This is not a Doom drop. This is a Wolfenstein drop. Yeah. Alright, the Mutalisks are out on the map. There are not a lot of them, but you don't need a lot of them. Look at the army supply difference.
It's
It's more than double.
Oh no, the Marines.
Going from multi-prong, going into the 5th base. Zesty has 6 bases. You can take all of these losses in stride.
Yeah,
And
but
the Mutalisks going to the natural base of Wojtek. This is
Oh, man.
adding insult to injury. They take care of the medivac that was full. Oh no.
This is not great for Wojtek. These Mitas are doing so much harassment, and there's a transition behind them with the infestation pit, and so Wojtek is gonna have to like maybe get some miracle Widowmine shots or something, but I don't think Thors are gonna quite cut it, as that is just so many Zerglings.
There are no Widowmines. There are no Widowmines for Wojtek. You can't get miracle Widowmine shot. This is the third Bane cleanup of this mineral line. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed, as that CC is probably gonna burn down and the fight begins again as the CC gets shot.
That is so bad for Wojtek. He's been in the finals so many times. This guy is so good.
He is.
He's so good, and it's just denied. Just always denied that championship.
Yeah, that he is, but the Mitas, they do get a couple of Raxes here, and
the
no.
middle is they fly on top of the Thors. A lot of them do get sniped down.
And that is one less flock of Mitas. However, there's just still so much Zerg here. I don't think it's gonna matter, as Zerg is basically still maxed out.
Dude, right over Banes. There are more Banelings than Marines.
Oh, no.
There are 42 Banelings and 43 Marines right now. There's a Marine. There's a Baneling for each Marine.
That is honestly.
Miracle splits. Are they going to be enough? No. Kind of enough, but the Mutalisks come in and clean up. GGG is called.
GG.
And Zesty will be your Royal Roto and brand new Master Swan Open champion, taking out both the reigning champion and the reigning runner-up. And yeah, very nicely done. Shoutouts to Wojtek. He played so well today.
And
I feel
Wojtek.
so. I understand if he feels robbed about this.
I definitely feel like he would be a little bit upset, as he's lost to Protoss so many times, and then just to see him like he got a Zerg, he got like even a win in there. I feel like it was doable, but then just Zesty played such a good series of games, man.
Yeah, Zesty taking out the reigning champion, taking out a lot of good players along the way, and facing Wojtek in the end. And no, it wasn't super close, I'd say, but because you know, the previous game was pretty heavily favored towards the Zerg, and this one as well. So
Yeah.
you know, Zesty played fantastically well. Kind of saw what Wojtek was going for. Wojtek didn't quite read Zesty as well as you might have been able to. And yeah, Zesty getting it done. It's very nicely done. And that's all for us for today. That was the last match. Stick around after the intro because we are going to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channel. So stick around to bring them some love. They definitely deserve it. They're into the scene. mLty, thank you for joining us today.
Of course, always happy to be here.
Why don't you tell the people at home where they can find more of your greatness?
All right, so you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at mLtysc. I do stream somewhat regularly. I try and get at least a couple of streams in every week. And yeah, I also post like some fun memes on Twitter, so yeah, check me out.
Right. And you can find me on twitch.tv/Steelmold and on Twitter at Steel_mold. That is Steel_mold. Steel like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down, of course. Thank you, of course, to Kurro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki. You can find her on Twitter at 16th Squad S. She was your observer / streamer / producer / explainer of things to Steelmold for today. Thank you, Light VIP, for adminning and supplying the prize money. Speaking of prize money, Exclamation point Patreon in chat will send you to our Patreon page. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and support us there. The benefits are plentiful. And with that, we shall bid you adieu. We will be streaming tonight. We have the Sentimiento Latino in about 8 hours? No, 10 hours? 10 hours. 10 hours. Yes, in 10 hours, we have the Sentimiento Latino, number 106. And tomorrow, of course, we have the Grand Platypus Open for the players of Southeast Asia and Oceania. If you are in that area, go ahead and join that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great weekend. Take this time to hydrate your Hydra, stretch your versus, drain your disruptors, get good at the game, play it, don't get angry, don't get salty, you know, work on your weakness. I won't, because I hate this stupid game. It's awful. I cannot play this. But you can.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
And we shall see you in the future. Get good and prosper. Goodbye.